The Vols do live to play another day after hanging in there. One more win, and it means the first ever national championship for this program.
Vol fans, we're kind of starting to reminisce on what a great season it's been, and you're going to win.
Yeah, we're going to win. I know they're going to play hard. They're mature, they're fun, they're awesome. I think it's going to be our year.
They're going to do it. They're going to do it.
That's the ball game! The Volunteers are the very best in college baseball.
It's just an awesome feeling. So excited for this group.
From your official station of the Vols, this is the Big Orange Leadoff Championship Edition, sponsored by Knox Rail Salvage.
It is 92 degrees out here on Market Square, but I've got chills as we are getting ready
it feels like
to
98.
welcome exactly the national championship baseball team to Market Square. They have landed. They are in Knoxville. That parade is going to get underway in just a bit.
Yeah, Harry Sullivan, Casey Wheelis here, live on Market Square. The Big Orange faithful are out. They are ready to party here in downtown Knoxville, waiting on that parade to roll down Gay Street. Look at the view here on Market Square. No, we're not about to do ice skating in December. No, we're not about to have a little Easter celebration. This right here is what it's all about. We have a parade. It is parade time in Tennessee.
Oh, it is.
Have not had a team championship parade since 2009. The Big Orange faithful are dying for it today.
Absolutely, and they are showing up in droves as the time goes on, as we get closer to the team finding its way to Market Square. The people are packed in, and it's going to be shoulder to shoulder here in Market Square. And I'll tell you, that heat is not keeping any of these Vol fans away. They are here to support their team.
Yes, they are. Speaking of team, we've got team coverage for you here on WVLT News. We've got teams spread all across downtown Knoxville. Our Lexi Lepoff, she's monitoring all the chaos on Market Square here. Jared Austin, he's got to look as the team will make their way down Gay Street along that parade out, where there's already a ton of people lined up and some pretty slick rides for the players that are behind Jared as well.
Yeah, no kidding. We'll get to you guys in just a little bit. Guys, thanks for being out there in the heat, and we will have all of your coverage for the parade. Now, that route starts on Gay Street, and it's going to take the team down Gay Street, then back around Market Square. So where we're sitting at, we are looking at where they're going to come with the cars. So that is, it's supposed to start around 6:15. Of course, that is, fluid, as the Vols just landed not too long ago here in Knoxville.
Yeah, we want to go show you a little bit of that scene out at McGee Tyson Airport, where the Vols touch down, trophy in hand. Tony Vitello and company hopping off the jet, fresh back from Omaha, Nebraska.
There's the trophy.
There it is right there. I can't tell who's holding it there, but you can just tell the smiles on these guys' faces as they made their way back onto the tarmac, landing here in East Tennessee. A little bit more on terms of the timeline that we're expecting out here. 6:45, so we talked about 6:15 parade time. In terms of when the party gets started on Market Square, 6:45 is when Stirl the Pearl is supposed to sort of get things kicked off. We heard him do a sound check earlier. You probably heard it out there at the station in West Knoxville, where WVLT is located, because he just brings the energy. You can hear him before you see him. He got the crowd with the big Go Vols Go out here rooting on the Big Orange as the party has not even gotten started.
And we've seen a lot of people with the University of Tennessee out here really giving their all, and the event staff that's out here as well.
Yes.
A lot went into this. It's hard to plan for something that you don't know if it's going to happen until it happens, and then with less than 24 hours to be able to put this together is really impressive, and you got to give it to the fans too. All of them are out here today.
Absolutely impressive, especially when you really think about this is not something Tennessee baseball has historically done year after year after year. It was 1951 the last time we saw the Tennessee Volunteers in the Men's College World Series in that championship game, going for the final win. How about this when they do it against Texas A&M? And Danny White loves to say everything school.
Yeah.
Loves to throw that on Twitter. Jared Austin, I want to get out to him. I'm starting to think that the whole baseball school thing really coming to fruition, and we can see that just by the amount of people on Market Square and lined up behind you as we get ready for this parade to go down Gay Street, Jared.
Yeah, we're getting ready right now. We got a lot of Jeeps and trucks out here, which looks like we'll be carrying the players along the parade route. We got some cutouts of the players here. Am I okay to pick up one of the cutouts? They don't know. I'm just going to let it be. Well, here we go. We got some cutouts of the players there. And we also saw some of the guys and girls throwing in some baseballs, some of those foam baseballs and T-shirts into the trucks and Jeeps. They're going to just be letting those go. But we are waiting for the team right now, guys. Should be here any minute at this point. We're expecting things to kick off once again at 6:15. You guys talked about seeing DJ Stirl the Pearl. He was down here cheering on everybody. Get into every car just saying Vols, baby, #1. We have been waiting for this moment. Everybody's been waiting for this moment. We've seen a lot of orange and white heading up toward Market Square on Gay Street, all lining up, guys. So again, waiting for the team right now. Not here quite yet, but once we do, folks, we'll make sure you see them.
All right, Jared, thanks so much. Well, we do want to get to a quick break. We've got much more coverage for you. You're watching WVLT, your official station of the Vols. We'll be right back.
Next Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, it's the biggest Independence Day celebration with your Tennessee Smokies. Monday, join us for free hot dog night. Tuesday is free beer night. And Wednesday wraps up with our special Independence Day celebration. Fireworks all 3 nights. Get your tickets now.
At American Home Design, we hear plenty of reasons to replace an old tub.
As you get older, it's harder to get in and out of tubs. But we can transform your bathroom into something beautiful in just 1 or 2 days.
It was so customizable.
I would recommend American Home Design.
American Home Design was the right call for us.
Dad's out of town, and you know what that means. Save $500 to $1,500 on everything we sell. Call American Home Design now.
Hi, I'm Joel for Knoxville Salvage. Our products are installed all over East Tennessee and they speak for themselves. For over 37 years, East Tennesseans have trusted Knoxville Salvage to deliver a quality product at a fair price. Whatever your dream home is, we have a product for every taste and every budget. Our selection is unmatched in East Tennessee. Thanks for listening, and remember, come see us at Knoxville Salvage. We're making home improvement affordable.
Your business can't afford the downtime that comes with a leaky roof. So whether you need a repair or a replacement, count on the professionals from McGuire Roofing and Construction. Your protection is our passion. We service and sell all types of roofs and have worked with some of East Tennessee's most recognized names. We have 25 years of experience and free inspection estimates, plus best in business warranties. Put an end to your roofing problems today by calling McGuire Roofing and Construction.
Next Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, it's the biggest Independence Day celebration with your Tennessee Smokies. Monday, join us for free hot dog night. Tuesday is free beer night. And Wednesday wraps up with our special Independence Day celebration. Fireworks all 3 nights. Get your tickets now.
You're watching the Big Orange Leadoff Championship Edition. Sponsored by Knox Rail Salvage.
It is championship parade time in Tennessee. Harry Sullivan and Casey Wheelis here on Market Square. It is bananas out here. Calm behind us, that's because it's the stage and we're waiting on the players. When you get that view of the rest of the people in Market Square, it is absolutely crazy how many people are out here.
I don't know if I'm just feeling a nice breeze or if it's in my head at this point, but it doesn't matter because what we're here to do today is a historic day to celebrate that national championship baseball team now back in Knoxville. We're getting ready to welcome them home, and it is going to be a massive welcome home.
It is so exciting to see so many people from all over the state, all over the country that are right here that said, hey, you know, I couldn't make it to Omaha, but I drove from Memphis today. And then people that have come up here on stage and said, this is the thing they wanted to touch.
Yeah.
That Tennessee helmet with the raised lettering there. How did they do that? I want that. People, We've tried to keep people away from the helmet is what we've had to do.
It's been such a fun day. Now we want to get to the game last night. One of the people closest to this program, John Wilkerson, definitely has been the voice of the baseballs for so long. Last night was special for him. Take a listen.
The climb is complete. The Volunteers are the very best in college baseball. And the championship flag has been planted on Rocky Top. For the 60th and final time this season, Tennessee says hello win column and hello national championship. The dream has come true. This is Tennessee baseball.
I absolutely love that. And John Wilkerson is one of those guys. It's a name that we've actually heard out here when we hear people come up to us, Casey, and say, you know what, I'm so happy for Danny White that they won, or I'm so happy for Rick Russo, our own sports director. But really, a lot of people have said, I'm so happy for John Wilkerson, who is alone in that booth game after game, calling his heart out, giving us that big hello national championship.
Yeah, he got to talk to our Ted Hall about that moment.
Well, howdy from Omaha. The town is now getting back to normal. Most of the t-shirt shops have shut down. Fans are starting to leave, basking in a national championship. The guy who called the play-by-play John Wilkerson. 1,800 games he has called in his fall career, not all of them good. He said he was not caught by surprise that Tennessee won the national championship. How's it feel?
It's really still just sinking in. And I mean, that's what it's been the whole week and a half that we were here, is that no Tennessee team had been in this position. They won their first 3 games, earned a spot in the championship series, and then after dropping that first one, came right back just like they've done every year, every time this year. You know, this was the 4th time they lost the first game of a weekend set, and all 4 times they came back to win. So not surprised by any measure, but at the same time, just so excited that, as Tony Vitello said last night, if there was ever a group of guys that were deserving to win a national championship, it was this group that really is the textbook definition of what a team really is.
You called a lot of games, my friend. Not all of them good. This has to feel really special.
Very much so, and that's one of the things that's been so enjoyable as they've hit this level of play. I mean, you go back to 20, and they sweep the field down at the Round Rock Classic in Texas. That's before the season got shut down, and then in 21 they go to the College World Series. 22, they're the best team in the country. Unfortunately, they got tripped up in the Super Regional, but what it's shown you as long as there's a foot in the door, it's possible.
John told me, he's going to be back next year. He's going to keep going. They're going to have to change the locks for him to not do play-by-play for the Vols. National champs, folks, enjoy it. We can soak in this for years. Ted Hall, WVLT News, Omaha.
We love grilling season. Nobody does food like Food City. This week, save on lean ground chuck, basket and bushel berries, buns, meat franks, or ice cream, and more.
Value every day, Food City. We all remember that first time. That first time being handed those keys and embarking on that newfound freedom. At Josh Hemphill State Farm, we want to make sure that new life adventure on the open road is covered and protected. Because in a lifetime full of firsts, we want to be with you for every one of them. Josh Hemphill State Farm, for all of life's precious moments.
Both of my knees was bad from playing football in high school and baseball. Being in the Navy, they had a wear and tear on my body. As I got older, I felt, my movement was different, and my walk, my gait was different. I just needed help. I knew I needed help. I didn't want to have surgery on them, and this was the alternative. And it really worked. It took about a week or 2, I started feeling better. I'm Walter Harris. Thanks to Helix, I'm walking great now.
East Tennessee is growing. But growth brings increased traffic, more accidents, and lots of attorneys from outside the area looking to cash in. Don't choose representation that pretends to be local.
Call on Fox & Farmer, your trusted partner in navigating the aftermath of car accidents since 1986.
When you choose us, you're choosing local attorneys you can trust.
Call the Car Wreck Pro.
Fox & Farmer, attorneys at law, the Car Wreck Pro attorneys.
I have an actual butcher at Food City, and he knows his stuff. He offers recipe tips, special marinades, and even hand cuts beef to my specifications. He's the best. Nobody does food like Food City.
You're watching the Big Orange Leadoff Championship Edition, sponsored by Knox Rail Salvage.
Well, we're really getting going here on Market Square. You got the music going, you got the fans, you've got all kinds of fun here on Market Square as we are waiting for that parade to start to welcome home the national championship baseball team.
Yeah, I don't think it matters if this thing starts in 10 minutes or the next 4 hours. The fans are staying here just like everyone stayed up watching that game last night. An incredible game that leads us to today, less than 24 hours later, having this parade here.
Yeah, we kind of want to show you what we're seeing if we have that shot. Every time you guys come back to us, there's more and more Vol fans filling Market Square. Not really surprised, because we know the Tennessee fan base, one of the best in the country, if not the best, but I'm biased,
Well, you know what, and I mean, just look at this. Who else is showing up like this? Some people will say, oh, well, my team could do that, and my team, wrong. No one's showing up like the Big Orange faithful have. It's been like this all day long, the amount of people outside putting up with the heat. 92 is the temp you see on your screen. I tell you what, it feels like 98 out here in East Tennessee. We do have team coverage for you on this Tuesday, live in Market Square and on Gay Street. We talked to our Jared Austin earlier on the route where we saw some of the cars that those players were going to get in. Our Lexi Lepov has been out and about on Market Square in the thick of it, dealing with all the fans. Lexi, who do you got? What a day it is so far.
Yeah, Harry and Casey, you guys are exactly right. There is nothing quite like these Vol fans. Even this heat isn't going to keep them away. And I'm joined here with Scott, and he was just showing me the national championship merch he got. Take a look at that. Made sure to get here. He said he missed the last parade, but you were making sure you were going to make it to this one.
I am. I'm local, and what Tony's done for the Vols, man. Look at the support. I seen a video earlier of his first game here at Tennessee. There might have been 300 people here. There's more people than right here. So he's made baseball cool again.
Yes, and Scott told me that he is a football season ticket holder, but now we're thinking about baseball tickets if you can get them.
If you can get them, they're hard to come by.
Yeah, absolutely. And you got a T-shirt, and you'll be able to hold on to that forever. But you got something a little more permanent showing off your fandom. Check that out. And that's one. Now show me the other one. Boom. And then how about number 3 up here?
That one.
Oh my gosh, there's not only 3. Take a look at that one.
I'm obsessed. I can't help it.
He's obsessed.
Vol fans. If you're not down here, get down here. They got food, they got drinks, they got swag, and the team will be here. Come on down, Knoxville.
Yeah, and I think Scott is just one example of the kind of fans we're seeing out here. Everybody's just bleeding orange and white. It's so exciting. Well, we're going to throw it back to Casey and Harry for you guys.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that is a diehard fan. When you see the permanent ink, you know that they are invested in the Vols. Lexi, thanks so much.
I love the Tennessee Theater tattoo.
I know, it's good artwork.
I love that. We got our merch out here. Take a look. Fresh hat.
Championship hat.
The Vol Shop crashed online last night.
Yeah, their website
So come down
crashed.
here for hats and T-shirts. Numerous places selling it out here.
Yeah, everywhere. Any
along Market
sports
Square.
store you go into, you're going to find that national championship gear. Honestly, so impressed by all the Vol fans that are already down here, decked out in their national championship gear.
Yes.
They've had a busy morning. They were planning for this today. And you see all those baseball jerseys. You know, those baseball jerseys, after the first time the Vols went to the College World Series, you couldn't find them. I tried to get my husband one for Christmas, and I had to wait until the next year until they restocked them. Probably one of the most popular things that Vol fans are wearing now, and it just goes to show where Tony Vitello has taken this team in 6-7 years.
I mean, the amount of cream Vol script letter jerseys I've seen out here is pretty wild. And Casey, one of the things we've been talking about is like how big that win was to get the World Series under the belt. But there was another competition going on in Omaha, had nothing to do with what was going on between the boundaries of it used to be TD Ameritrade, now Charles Schwab Field, and that's the Jello Shot Challenge.
Oh yes, the Jello Shot Challenge. Now, when I first heard about this, I was like, wow, that's a lot of Jello shots.
Yeah.
You can see the final score there of those Jello shots. And the best part about this is Rocco's, the bar that's literally across from the stadium in Omaha, donated money to the food banks in Omaha and then here in Knoxville as well.
38,340 Jello shots.
The Vols win!
For the Tennessee Volunteers. I got to think one of the most impressive things about this is that they are able to crank out just NC State's 2,791 Jello shots, let alone everyone else on that list.
Well, I saw one Vol fan on Twitter or X actually taking Venmo requests from other Vol fans who weren't in Omaha and then taking those donations and purchasing thousands of dollars worth of Jello shots while they were there.
A portion of it went back to food banks. Who am I to say that's not a good idea? I think it was an absolutely incredible idea. We're having the time of our lives out here, the best times of all baseball since 1951. Your Tennessee Volunteers, national champions. We're waiting on Tony Vitello and company. Coming up, that parade getting started around 6:15. We got your live coverage all afternoon long. You're watching WVLT News.
24 Ford Bronco Sport Big Bend 4x4, $29,743. A 2024 T250 low roof cargo van, $51,955. 24 model Ford F-150 4x4 crew cab, $46,929. Ray Varner Ford, your East Tennessee Ford dealership.
When we think of home, we feel safe and comforted. And when you use mobile banking from Home Federal Bank, you can take that feeling with you. Whether you're at home or on the go, you can deposit a check, pay your bills, keep your debit card secure. or split a meal with friends, all with a touch of a button. And it's easier than ever to apply for a home loan online. Home Federal Bank. You'll know you're home.
Calling all generations. Plan your next memory at gatlinburg.com.
That's refreshing. Megan here for Aurora Pool and Spa.
Aurora has a large selection of above-ground pools starting from $999. Relieve stress in your own spa. Get a 4-person spa for only $34.99. Enjoy backyard living this summer with an outdoor kitchen. Aurora has a great selection of outdoor furniture with 0% interest for 12 months.
Aurora Pool and Spa, your family fun store.
2020 Ford Mustang convertible, $23,990. 2016 Toyota 4Runner SR5, $25,990. 21 Lincoln Aviator, $53,970. Local you trust, pre-owned vehicles you can afford. Ray Varner Ford, your East Tennessee Ford dealership.
You're watching the Big Orange Leadoff Championship Edition, sponsored by Knox Rail Salvage.
It's a big parade for the Big Orange getting ready to happen shortly here on Market Square in Knoxville.
Yeah, Rick Russo and John Sartori are actually on their way back from Omaha. They had so much gear that they wanted to drive, but that is a long drive back. Let's check in with them.
Well, here we are, folks. The day after the national championship, it's Celebration Tuesday. Rick Russo and John Sartori on the road back home to Knoxville, coming off what was a remarkable run for the Big Orange in Omaha at the College World Series. The Vols cap it off by winning 2 out of 3 against Texas A&M in that championship series. The Vols finish a remarkable 60-13, John.
And Tony Vitello, it's fitting that he gets Danny White's first national championship. We knew that Danny White was eventually going to, if not get one to bring home to Knoxville, he's going to get close. Well, he's got one now, and it's fitting that Vitello gets it done because he's just been a fantastic ambassador for the university, its baseball program, and it couldn't happen to a better group of guys in that 6-5 win over the Aggies.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And what was really neat was seeing these players and their reactions on the field afterwards. And you talk about Vitello, my gosh, during the entire postseason, really, and especially in Omaha, he was all business, no nonsense. But I mean, last night, he let his guard down. He was excited, and you had a chance to talk to him right there on the field afterwards.
Yeah, and I think the best part of that is how grateful he is to Orange and White Nation. Of course, he's not a UT alum. Before he took this job, he had no ties to Tennessee.
Right.
And he has become a member of Vol Nation through and through. I loved what he had to say to his fan base after the game.
In fact, let's take a listen to Tony and some of his players after last night's big win over the Texas A&M Aggies.
It's great to see my dad because it reflected on how hard it is to play this game and to stick through it, and I'm glad I did, because if I wouldn't have done it as a player, which there were many days I thought about quitting, then I never would have got the opportunity as a coach.
No, and I don't think people understand it. They really don't. You know, the work that's involved to get here. You know, and there's just so many things. You know what? You've all seen the Field of Dreams.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, when he says, "Hey, Roy, is this heaven?" And he says, "No, it's Iowa." Well, you know what, Roy? This is heaven.
It's been a dream ever since I was a kid. This morning, I woke up and the only thing that I was saying was, I was talking to God and I was like, dude, just let us come out and just play hard and play the same game we played every day.
Another guy who had a special tournament was Dylan Dreiling. My goodness, what can you say about that young man?
He's I don't know how he handles the big situations, but he's
a cool customer, isn't he?
He is. He's so calm and so mellow. Maybe that's something to do with it.
Are you rubbing off on him?
No, I don't think so. Maybe I don't know. He got a little rowdy today.
Yeah, I mean, it's just baseball at the end of the day. Just because there's, 30,000 crazy fans here, it doesn't change. It's still the same game.
Just what have the emotions of playing in this stadium and having the performance that you did meant to you?
Well, I hate doing interviews, so that part kind of sucked this week, but it meant a lot, man.
You're doing well, though,
Thank
man.
you. It meant a lot.
What do you have to say to him back in Knoxville? Just keep supporting us. We are going to build the best athletic department in the country. This baseball team has given us an awesome opportunity to fast forward that, and we're so excited about everything that's happened.
Oh yeah, John, what a great time down there. The confetti, the trophy presentation, going from player to player, the coaches, just a great way to cap off a long stay in Omaha, but a very successful one for the Big Orange.
I'll say, man, I mean, it doesn't get more successful than bringing home a first national championship, and to see dreams come true right in front of us. Really special for not just the players, but a lot of the family as well on the field with them afterwards.
Well, the emotion, a lot of them just sitting there or standing, just soaking it in.
Taking it in.
Yeah.
And that's what's really special.
No doubt. So Tennessee and Tony Vitello and his staff, I know it won't be long before they start building towards next year, and they've got several pieces coming back. I know they're going to add some, and what a special opening to that next season with the additions to Lindsey Nelson Stadium, championship banner. Boy, a great time to look ahead to. But today the celebration continues. It's parade time in Tennessee tonight. We're working our way back there. Rick Russo, John Sartori on the road back to Knoxville, covering the Big Orange for WVLT Sports.
All right, guys, thanks so much. Drive safe. I know they've got a long drive back to Knoxville, but I said, it's better they won, because that's a really long drive back if they had it, but we're so grateful for our sports team.
Oh, 100%. I'm so happy for Rick, so happy for John. 2 weeks they've spent up there, and a lot of fans spent up there too. Really getting to go experience that for them, to be up there, to be in the grind of covering a team like that on the road. And someone like Rick who's been covering the Vols for how many years? He got to see the 98 championship team, been covering the baseball team as well. Super happy for those boys to be driving with a smile back home to Knoxville.
Yeah, and definitely they've become part of kind of the Tennessee baseball family. They know the families, they know the parents, they know them by name, so it's really nice to have that kind of access to them. And thank you, Rick and John, for all your hard work the past 2 weeks. So we've got so much more coming here on WVLT, your official station of the Vols. It is about 5:56. The crowd is here. Market Square is full.
We are bumping, we are riding, we are ready for the Big Orange. We'll see you coming up after the break. Championship time in Tennessee.
Next Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, it's the biggest Independence Day celebration with your Tennessee Smokies. Monday, join us for free hot dog night. Tuesday is free beer night. And Wednesday wraps up with our special Independence Day celebration. Fireworks all 3 nights. Get your tickets now.
It all began. So much has changed. Lives rearranged.
South College's Certificate in Licensed Practical Nursing program is designed to provide you with the academic and clinical practice opportunities to gain the knowledge and skills that are essential in today's healthcare environment. LPN students work to learn proper procedures to collect and organize healthcare data, coordinate with other nurses and healthcare providers to provide patient care, and identify and understand common health problems in a variety of patients. For more information about South College's LPN program, call or visit south.edu. South College, where dreams find direction.
Hi, I'm Joel for Knox Rail Salvage. Our products are installed all over East Tennessee, and they speak for themselves. For over 37 years, East Tennesseans have trusted Knox Rail Salvage to deliver a quality product at a fair price. Whatever your dream home is, we have a product for every taste and every budget. Our selection is unmatched in East Tennessee. Thanks for listening, and remember, come see us at Knox Rail Salvage. We're making home improvement affordable.
Next Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, it's the biggest Independence Day celebration with your Tennessee Smokies. Monday, join us for free hot dog night. Tuesday is free beer night. And Wednesday wraps up with our special Independence Day celebration. Fireworks all 3 nights. Get your tickets now.
The Vols do live to play another day after hanging in there. One more win, and it means the first ever national championship for this program.
Vol fans were kind of starting to reminisce on what a great season it's been, and you're going to win.
Yeah, we're going to win. I know they're going to play hard.
They're mature, they're fun, they're awesome. I think it's going to be our year.
They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it.
That's the ball game! The Volunteers are the very best in college baseball.
It's just an awesome feeling. So excited for this group.
From your official station of the Vols, this is the Big Orange Leadoff Championship Edition. Sponsored by Knox Rail Salvage.
It's a historic day here in Market Square as hundreds of Vol fans are here to welcome home this championship baseball team. Thanks so much for being here for this special edition of WVLT News at 6. I'm Casey Wheelis. I got my buddy here.
Yeah, filling in for Ted Hall, who was on the road back from Omaha, along with our Rick Russo and our John Sartori, who you may have just seen back in the car.
Yeah.
I think somewhere close to Paducah, maybe.
They've got a long drive.
We're going to see them here hopefully later on tonight back in Knoxville. But what a day. Doesn't look like a lot going on behind us right now, but I want to give you a little shot of what Market Square looks like. It is a big old blob of big orange people standing around Market Square, ready, eager, and willing to celebrate this Tennessee Vol baseball team, the first national championship in Tennessee baseball history.
You can see Vol fans trying to find the shade, but those that aren't, they're sticking to their spot because they want to see this team. We've got a lot of coverage for you here as this parade is set to get underway here in about 15 minutes or so. That's definitely flexible as the team did land a little bit later, but they are on their way here to downtown Knoxville. And we do have that parade route that will take you through Gay Street and then off to Wall Street, which backs up to Market Square. So you can see there just a straight shot, and we'll have all the coverage for you. We've got our Jared Austin and our Lexi Lepoff keeping an eye on that.
Yes, we have our team coverage out and about on this Tuesday. By the way, head inside your WVLT News app for some information on the Gay Street. There's kind of a little hectic reason of why they're not fully starting on the Gay Street Bridge. Some issues with that. But I digress. Team coverage out there. Jared Austin, he's out and about. Our Lexi Lepoff, she's mingling and talking with all the fans out here in Market Square. A beautiful day, I say, to have a parade. Casey Wheelis.
Absolutely, and we will get to you guys in just a minute, but we appreciate you being out there getting all the latest from the Vol fans around downtown Knoxville. I think, wow, Jared, there's a bagpiper behind you. Let's get to you, Jared.
Yeah, we got bagpipers over here. They're getting ready to roll. Team not quite here yet, but you can see those bagpipers over there. Getting nice and prepped for that there. We're going to have you point down the street that way. That's where we expect the team to come here on Hill Avenue. We did just see another squad car come up. Have not seen any signs of the team yet, but let's just show you the fans that are on Gay Street right here. Everybody lined up here at Hill and Gay Street. You can see people lined up on both sides of this all the way up the road. Expecting the team to come here any minute at this point. I'm going to try to get DJ Sterl the Pearl over here. Hey, DJ, can I borrow you? Come here. Come here, we're live right now. Let's go. The most energy right here. DJ Sterl the Pearl, baby.
Hey, what's up, baby? Ain't no party like a Rocky Top party because a Rocky Top party don't stop. We're doing it real big. We're #1, son. Our baseball team got it done, and we're here, baby, on top. One more time, national champions. Oh, baby.
That is pure energy right there from DJ Sterl the Pearl. He's getting the fans going. He's getting everybody pumped up here in the middle of the street, guys. Waiting patiently for the national champion Tennessee baseball team to come right here to get the festivities started. Once they get here, folks, we're going to make sure we get that for you.
Jared, thank you very much. Wow. I'm ready to run through a wall. I don't know about you.
Yeah, definitely. This is Jared. Thank you so much. We also want to get to some of our Vol super fans, and it looks like that's where we find our Lexi Lepoff.
Yeah, Casey, Harry, we're here at the end of the parade route just in front of Market Square. I'm joined here with two super fans. Say your names.
Brent, B-R-E-N-T, Anderson.
Yeah?
Marcus Anderson.
M-A-R-Q-U-E-S.
Y'all look fantastic. I think I'm underdressed right now. Like, you are dripped out here. Tell me what you got here.
I've got the championship belt, honoring Tennessee Vols baseball team winning their first national title at the College World Series last night.
Oh, yeah. Now tell me, what was your reaction at the end of that game when they finally locked it in and secured national champions?
I couldn't hardly even sit down the whole time while I was watching the game until the end. After that, I couldn't stop talking about it, couldn't stop thinking about it. That keeps me up all night.
That's exactly how I was. I don't think I could go to sleep at night. And I know a lot of us were talking about no one here in East Tennessee probably got a good night rest because they were so excited about the game. And thank you guys for showing me your outfits. I want to get you another look here at the end of the parade route of people stacked up, getting ready for the Vols to come down and finish up the parade. And then here to the other side, you can see where the Market Square celebration will be. People are getting ready to see the end of the parade, and then they will come here for a celebration in Market Square. So if you are not down here right now, we got you covered. We're streaming the parade, we're streaming the celebration, and we got you covered here on WVLT. Casey, Harry.
All right, our Lexi Lepoff live for us in the trenches. Tell Brent Anderson hello, friend of the program.
Yes,
Brent Anderson.
absolutely.
So love that. Lexi, thank you very much. Now, one of the cool things I think, just talking about the parade, is how many people, we talked about it earlier, said, hey, are you guys streaming it live? Are you going to show it live? We said, yeah, WVLT, Channel 8 in Knoxville. And they said, we're going to record it because we didn't get to record the last parade back in 1998 for the football team, and they just wanted to watch it back.
They want to relive it. Yeah,
it's incredible.
It is definitely heating up out here, both by the temperature and the fans. We got fans and trees now trying to get a good view. But definitely, the team arrived home today. We saw them come off the plane, I want to say around 4:20-ish. So not too far behind schedule, but they came off there at McGee Tyson Airport. You could see they were welcomed home with that trophy. It looks like he's got a pillow in one hand and a trophy in the other. So definitely loved welcoming that team home. That was just a few hours ago. And then from there, they of course will make their way down here, and that is where we are waiting for them, and we'll take you to them as soon as they hit Gay Street.
Oh yeah, they were wheels down from Omaha, where there were some just absolutely incredible once-in-a-lifetime scenes that we got after the final out. The first title for the University of Tennessee in the team title since 2009, and that was women's indoor track and field. Last night, win number 60. Number 60, absolutely incredible. The first time any SEC school has done that. And really, SEC's turned Omaha into their little summer home for the last couple of years. The Vols, big time down the stretch. It was the leadership on this team in Omaha, all led by SEMO, big Christian Moore up there.
It means everything to me. This program, they trusted in me, and I trust in this program every single day. And for us to bring this home to Tennessee is beautiful. And to describe the feeling, I really can't. Every time I try to think about it, I cry. So it's a joy. It's just a crazy, crazy feeling, man. It's this crazy joy.
I mean, I think you could hear the party I was at cheering from all across Knoxville when Christian Moore went yard first up to bat, really set the tone for the rest of the game. The Vols never looked back after that. What an incredible, incredible game it was last night. And that's really all we've heard from people here, is taking those good vibes, that energy from last night. I don't think many people have gone to sleep.
Yeah, this fan base has been hungry for something like this for decades now, so it's definitely well-deserved for that baseball team. One of the most important members of this team this year, not in the dugout, but actually up in the press box, he's calling the games. We're talking about John Wilkerson, and this is just as special for him because he has been the voice of the Baseballs for years now. He ended last night's game with one of the best radio calls you'll ever hear. Take a listen.
The climb is complete. The Volunteers are the very best in college baseball. And the championship flag has been planted on Rocky Top. For the 60th and final time this season, Tennessee says hello win column and hello national championship. The dream has come true. This is Tennessee baseball.
John has been calling games for decades and a focal part of the culture at Tennessee baseball. He says he's very appreciative of all the great feedback that he gets from Vol Nation.
One of the things that I've always enjoyed is the fact that I get to do what I do, and that is one year to the next, good or bad. I've been blessed with great players to work with in terms of incredible individuals, as well as good coaches that have always been good to me. Love winning, there's no doubt about that, but it's the fact that you get to be there, you get to witness, and you get to essentially tell their story. So I appreciate the opportunity and can't say thank you enough for what have been so many kind words and so many statements that, again, it does kind of knock you out for a loop.
And we hope to hear from him here today at the celebration as well.
Yes, we do. A little surprise, hopefully. Tony Vitello up on stage. I don't know what other kind of distinguished alumni, dignitaries, maybe
calling them dignitaries.
World leaders, might as well. Come on
the
down.
Parliament will be here.
We know that Big Orange Nation goes far and wide. The scenes out here, finally some people starting to file in behind us. The scenes on Market Square are absolutely bananas right now. If you were trying to come down and do a little shopping, forget about it. Ain't nowhere to park, ain't nowhere to go. Speaking of scenes, how about last night? Last night on campus on Rocky Top, so many people coming out for the Big Orange watch party. Danny White's talked these up every single time we've had them. They certainly did not disappoint.
Oh, watch this.
I mean, absolutely pandemonium out and about downtown, or at least, on campus last night. And the good thing is we sent one of our our reporters who's really used to pandemonium, used to the hecticness, and that is Sam Luther. He got in there, got in with the fans, stuck around afterwards to celebrate. Here's what a few fans had to say.
How does it feel? It feels great, baby! How does it feel? Let's go! It feels amazing! Ball 500, baby! It's always the ball! It's your 24th anniversary.
24th anniversary.
Today. What does that mean to both of you? What an anniversary gift.
It's an awesome gift.
It's been a long time.
We love
Go
each
Big
other
Orange.
and we love the balls.
Come on.
I mean, a ton of fun on Rocky Top of All Village last night. We hope to see that same energy. We are feeling that same energy here on Market Square this afternoon.
They played a couple of hype videos that I've kind of gotten like chills, and it's crazy to get chills out here because it's 91 degrees outside. And we do want to get to our meteorologist, Ben Cathy, who's tracking those temperatures. Ben, I know when the temperature map is orange, it's not for the Vols. It just means it's really hot out here.
It's always for the Vols, but yes, it also coincides, guys, with those hot temperatures. So we're looking near Harry and Casey's location. This is Gay Street right here, heading down towards 100 block. It is 90 degrees plus out there. With all those people, man, it's got to be even hotter. Sunscreen is a must, and it's always hot in summer, right? But the new outlook is in July, August, September, hotter than average, including right here across a hot East Tennessee and southeastern Kentucky. The precip outlook is going to be at the app at the top of the hour. Out there right now, 93 in Oak Ridge and 90 in Morristown. It's possible that we could have a stray shower late tonight from a system up in northern Indiana still. So we'll put it at 10%, 10 pop we call it. 69 tonight as the moon wanes. There is that vol orange color that Casey's talking about, but the gold comes in tomorrow too. That's some late day rain. More on that in just a smidgen of a second. Wartburg 89, La Follette 92, Middlesboro 92, 82 in the Smokies. So we'll see some evening showers tomorrow, but it's trending more like overnight around midnight to 2 o'clock in the morning, and then it gets a lot quieter. Heading into the weekend, we do have a pretty good chance of rain on Sunday, but it is looking fairly light, so you'll need the sprinkler for sure. 95 on Wednesday, 94 heading into the weekend, and then right back to the middle 90s. Everything's starting with the 9, and everything is about the Vols as we've got your Vols forecast and the parade coming up live from Market Square. We'll be right back.
Your relaxing getaway is closer than you think. Treehouse Grove and Norton Creek, located in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, is the perfect place to relax, recharge, and reconnect. Fire pits and hot tubs are only the beginning. Book your stay today.
Now is a great time to get an offer you'll love on the Accord Hybrid and CR-V Hybrid. Inventory is here, so bring on the fun. Bring on the weekend getaways. Bring on the memories. And get a great offer on a Honda, named the 2023 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value Brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
Be foolish, but be happy. So be young, be foolish, girl, be happy. Be young, be foolish, girl, stay happy.
Adventure is more affordable than ever with our lowest payments at Sutherland Subaru. It's never been easier. Go anywhere in the 2024 Outback, just $342 a month. And 0% APR financing is available on our huge selection of new Subarus. Plus, receive a $500 Amazon gift card with any new Subaru purchase. Drive the best. At Sutherland Automotive, everybody wins. Take an adventure in your new Subaru from Sutherland Subaru, just minutes from Knoxville and Farragut, where Price sells cars.
You're watching the Big Orange Leadoff Championship Edition. Sponsored by Knox Rail Salvage.
It is a beautiful day to have a championship parade in East Tennessee. Harry Sullivan, Casey Wheelis with you. We are so excited, and look who is downtown in Knoxville. Here come the Vols, championship clad and all, Casey.
Yes, they just pulled up to Gay Street, and they've also got family members on board. And then from here, they each have different cars that they're going to get into, so the crowd will be able to see them as they come down Gay Street. So you're seeing some of the coaches and family members here getting off at one of those buses. There's several buses that involve the family members and the team as well. You can see that they're donning their official national championship shirts and hats, and they are excited. And we have our Jared. Oh, there's some of the players. Here they come right there. You can hear. I thought I could hear the screams. I think I can hear them from right here in Market Square.
Hear them from Market Square. More players coming off. Like Casey said, we got some Porsches, some Audis, you name the luxury car. These fellas are going to be riding in it and moving their way through Market Square. A lot of guys out here. A lot of the kids have been out here since 2 o'clock waiting to see some of these players walk down the orange carpet. We've heard a lot of guys wanting to see Christian Moore. I'm in that group. A guy like that, just a leader in all ways that you can imagine, and especially, of course, old Tony Vitello as well.
You know what I loved about what he said in his post-game interview? He said he didn't want to talk about it too much because he was going to cry. And that was kind of the emotion you saw from all those guys. Looks like our Jared Austin, we've got his shot now too. Jared, what are you seeing there from Gay Street?
Yeah, we just saw all the guys walk over to the cars that we showed you earlier in the newscast. They'll be making their way. We're actually going to walk this way a little bit just to get out of the way. Got the bagpipers here. We just saw Tony walking this way a little bit. We're going to try to make our way out toward the cars. You can see Tony sitting on top of what looks like a Maserati there. Turn around right now. There's that smile of his. Probably is a good thing he is smiling. The team did just win the national championship. We're going to keep walking this way. Why not? We'll get close to the team. They've got cutouts of all the players. They've got cutouts of 2024 national champions here. A lot of handshakes, a lot of smiles. Everybody getting off the bus had some pretty cool sunglasses on, so that was a great thing to see. But we're going to see if we can get Tony to say something real quick. Hey, Coach. Hey, Coach. Hey, Coach, we're live right now. Anything you want to say right now?
No, it's a lot of pressure being live. I'm excited to be able to do this. These people got what they deserve, and these kids are fired up to celebrate with their people.
Have you seen anybody on Gay Street yet? I know the bus kind of stopped right there. Have you seen them?
Yeah, we just peeled off, so I don't know how many people to expect or what it's going to be like, but I assume knowing Vol Nation, it's going to be chaos.
2024 national champions. What does that mean?
That part hasn't sunk in yet. The 60 wins has. That's remarkable. These guys, their whole body of work was pretty impressive. The College World Series is nuts. It can go any way. You saw that in all the games we played in, and fortunately it went ours.
Coach, thank you for your time. We really appreciate that. Head coach Tony Vitello, national champion there, guys. I got to end on that note. That's a head coach right there, national championship team. We'll send it back to you.
Oh, it's so good to see him, and he's excited. You know, he says it hasn't really set in yet. I don't blame him. And it is getting louder here. The cheers that we're hearing from just the hype video, I can't wait till the team gets here.
I mean, it's absolutely nuts. Just they're playing a hype video. That's part of the things they've got him go. There you can see. I mean, you put Mr. Volley Fingers Kirby Connell up there, the people go wild like they did in Omaha. I mean, my goodness, to see the team aspect and what they've done to get this kind of insanity here in Knoxville is a testament to Tony Vitello and the squad.
Absolutely, and I've got chills after that, and it is so hot out here. So you can see a lot of the people here are getting ready to find their spots, and they are getting ready to see this team, and they are going to be so excited. If they're excited for this hype video, they're going to be so excited to see that team. Take a look at this. This is a look at Gay Street. This is the main block or couple blocks of where the team is going to come through, and they're all on their different cars there. You saw Tony Vitello, so you're going to be able to see them, and you're going to be able to really show your appreciation for this team.
Oh yeah, I mean, why else? What else are people doing tonight? This is the first team national championship since 2009, the first baseball national championship in history. SEC regular season champions, SEC tournament champions, national champions, regional, super regional. Any trophy there was to be had this year, the Vols took it.
You know, Harry, and I think you've been here since the Vols really started their run, at least in the College World Series. And you know, they would get to the super regionals and they would get to the College World Series, and you got so excited. And there was something that by the end of this season that just felt different.
Yes.
You felt like they were going to get it done. Even into that last game, even the first game, you're like, you know what, if they lost that first game of the finals and they were going to come back, and they did it.
And they were going to do it with a little flair for the dramatic. These Vols weren't going to go out and win 10-0. They couldn't do that and help our heartbeats and our just anxiety at the end of games. Always interesting, but look at them. Look at where we are. Look at where we are with the Vols national champions. Another little view here, part of the parade moving through. Not a very long parade in the grand scheme of parades. Just a couple cars bringing down, like we saw, the leader of the pack. Hopefully, I hope he gets the key to the city or something today, because he certainly deserves it, Mr. Tony Vitello. Kids are taking their shirts off. It's so hot, but they're just having a ball in Knoxville.
You know, one of the things I love watching about Tennessee athletics is you see the support from the other programs. Last night at the national championship game, there was a tailgate happening before, and if you watched our coverage, you saw the interview with our Rick Russo and Ted Hall, and all of a sudden, Coach Heupel shows up and Rick Barnes show up, and they take it a step further. They're both wearing black because they want to support the team. The team wore black last night, and I think it's just so special to see how close-knit this athletic department is with these coaches. All of them great guys who give back to the community.
And I think these coaches, and one of the things we also heard about just in terms of Coach Vitello's staff, we heard Tony's dad talk about last night, him putting that staff together and how everyone gelled. We also heard about Tony Vitello talk about the team, how everyone gelled. And that was almost something that Tony was even prouder of. He said, look, with respect to all the teams I've had in the past, this is the team that defined teamwork and being one unit, and taking that on the road, taking that to Omaha, taking that to Gainesville, wherever they played, taking it to the other team, coming back from Omaha with the win. It's very hard to win a College World Series, no matter how good you are. That's why no number one team had done it since Miami back in 1999. It is not easy to do. A little luck has to go your way. The Vols certainly had it as the bagpipes, a beautiful sound, especially with the orange blazer right there in the middle of it.
Yeah, you're seeing that parade officially kick off here with those bagpipes, followed by the team buses, and then we're going to see some of the team as well. And while we wait for them to come through Gay Street, Harry, one of the things that even Tony Vitello has talked about is when he first got here, his first season, I believe in 2018, the whole Lindsey Nelson Stadium looked different. The outfield had one level of porch deck seats. Now it has three. Left field of seats. And it was something that he said he was sitting, this is while he was in Omaha, he saw on his phone a picture back from 2018, and there were trees in the outfield. And he said, you know, now there's not trees. And he said he wouldn't have it any other way. He liked that, just like the program that he's built, the stadium also has progressed slowly, but it's progressed into something great, and that's also what we're seeing with this team.
I've been at games where the fraternity party right behind the first base line, you could hear that louder than anything else going on in the stadium. Not the case certainly anymore, as here come the Vols.
And And check this out. We've got the Food City grocery cart with Smokey, and it looks like the rest of the Spirit Squad. Who knew you could fit so many cheerleaders into one shopping
There you go. I love that.
I think
Smokey,
that thing is motorized.
I think it is as well. Smokey came out about 20 minutes ago, just kind of running through the crowd down the orange carpet on Market Square. Electric. When Smokey arrives, you know it's important. Is that Sterl?
I
can't tell who that
It's
is.
a little fuzzy on our end, but it looks like they're throwing out some pom-poms and some
it
it
is.
looks like Cyril. And he is going to make his way. He's actually kind of the master of ceremonies here. We saw him setting up his DJ booth, and he's going to get the crowd. Not that they needed any extra, but and
there he is, Mr. Knoxville. What else? Mr. East Tennessee, Mr. Tennessee, Tony Vitello, the savior of Tennessee baseball, the godfather. I don't know. There's a number of nicknames you can put out. But boy, oh boy, does he look good on the back of that Maserati celebrating a national championship.
You know, not only has he built this program, but he's done so much for the community, too. He's signing autographs while the car is moving. He will stay after every game, and he will meet with the fans, and he will sign those autographs. He just really is a genuine guy. When he comes into the studio to do those commercials with us, he's always just very kind and wants to give back to the community.
He may need Secret Service just to keep the ladies out of the way. A lot of ladies coming to say hi to Coach Vitello as he rolls down the way. There you go. I don't blame her either. I'd be out there. All the kids out there having a great time. And one of the things he said that he just talked to our Jared Austin, if you missed that, is he knows that with the Big Orange involved, it's going to be chaotic. It's going to be wild. It's going to be wonderful. That is certainly the scene here on Gay Street. With 24 hours notice, Vol fans can travel. I get it, we're right in the heart of Knoxville, Tennessee. But look, there are people here from Memphis, from Nashville, from even Kentucky, even other surrounding states that have made their way here to East Tennessee that said, look, we couldn't be in Omaha, but we wanted to come right there. There's Frank. There's Coach right there, the pitching coach rolling down in the Porsche with his wife, it looks like.
Yeah, talk about the pitching coach. Obviously always a big job, but with that A&M team going head-to-head with the pitchers, that whole series, that was a lot of fun to watch. Tennessee didn't let them get them down. You can see some of the other cars now coming through, and it looks like we've got some players here on the bed of the truck. You can see, here they are right here. You've got Aaron Combs. He was the one to throw that strike to end the game. You know, he said at the end of the game, he was like, I wish it was a little cleaner. We're like, hey, man, you got it done. That's all that matters.
You got that final out. A lot of kids here have been saying Billy Amick. They were doing the Billy clap at 2 o'clock when there was like 10 people out here. The Billy clap was reverberating through Market Square. I love the national championship signs, the logos. The amount of people with t-shirts already out here is bonkers. Is absolutely bonkers.
And you gotta love, look at all of them. They're just all in that back, and they're a family, and they talk about that. All these players are families, and they really enjoy being around each other.
Now, one of the reasons you may be sitting there asking yourself, why is the parade today? You know, they won last night, less than 24 hours later. Well, look, these young college boys, they got to get going. A lot of these guys going on to summer bat leagues to play in the Cape Cod League, for example, certain summer bat leagues where they need to go. We've got the draft coming up in a little bit that guys are going to practice for that, as you see. I mean, look, I've never seen Gay Street.
Harry, what would you say, like 10 people deep? I mean, there is the national championship trophy being held by the players there in the back of the bed of that truck. You can see, I think it's that Blake Burke that has it. Yeah, Blake Burke's holding it, as he should. Starting the game off strong after Christian Moore last night. He definitely helped out.
I mean, that's what's so cool is to see guys like Blake Burke who have been here year after year, you know, and the amount that they've grown into leaders of the entire team, where the whole team goes, no, this is my guy. Yeah. This is the guy that after Coach Vitello, after Frank Anderson puts their foot down and says, here's what we have to do. I've been to the College World Series before. We're going to need a little luck, but we're going to need to change our mindset. The Vols certainly did that, especially in Game 3. The intensity that you saw guys with Kirby Connell on the mound, striking out the side to go to the 8th inning, just unlike anything I've ever seen.
Oh, there we go. We've got Christian Moore. He led the game with a home run last night in that very first beginning of the game. You know, he said after the post-game show, he goes, I don't really want to talk about it too much because he's going to cry. He said he pictured himself winning this national championship because they've been here before.
They're a different breed. A different breed. the fans out there as we start to hear a little more people and people get excited behind us here on Market
They're
Square.
starting to show some images of the crowd here. You can hear the cheers coming through. And here we talk about the family atmosphere that this team has. And here you can see the fans also are a part of that. And Tony Vitello said that in his post-game interview last night. He said it's a give and take. You know, it's a give and take with all of these fans back and forth. And now they're getting a shout out of themselves here on screen. So you're hearing, look at that crowd just coming through. There's Kirby Connell.
There's Kirby.
A few years ago, I want to say 2021, I noticed he was always the one helping the teammates when they got to first base, taking their gear, always just giving them a pat on the back. And I think he's a fan favorite here because of that. You can feel his emotion when it comes to this team and how much he cares about his teammates.
I mean, he was going viral on social media just for the mustache after he appeared in Game 3 when the eyes of the nation were watching the Vols take on the Texas A&M Aggies. And what a scene. What a scene.
Look at this.
It's like the Boston Celtics who just won the NBA Finals. But no, this is a little university, and not a little university,
It's a big university.
in East Tennessee, the University of Tennessee celebrating the first College World Series title for the Vols. The Big Orange faithful out and about.
It shows you how powerful this fan base is, and you can't say the same about every fan base out there. This is a special fan base with a lot of tradition and a lot of loyalty here at East Tennessee.
I want to know where they keep the orange carpet. I've never seen
you've been
that.
talking about that
I didn't
all
know
day.
that was a thing. I love it. A piece of class, a little touch there with the orange carpet just rolling right down Market Square.
Well, it's got to be orange, right? It makes sense. Orange for the national champions.
Amen.
Coming through here to Market Square. I cannot see any part of Market Square that's empty.
No.
And it looks like Gay Street's the same. They've got them as far back as they can, probably for safety's sake.
I mean, it feels eerily similar to the amount of people that were down on Market Square once Tennessee beat Alabama a couple years ago at Neyland Stadium.
Yeah.
Everyone made the trek down here and almost just, I mean, it feels like a game at Neyland just let out with the amount of people that are out and about. I know normally Gay Street's not this packed after a football game, but I mean, it feels like Neyland is at the end of Gay Street.
And you can tell the whole community is in on it. The businesses were getting ready. They were excited about it. They were hoping for a win. I think everyone was, and they got it done.
First one in team history. The last time the Vols in the College World Series championship round back in 1951. They took on the Oklahoma Sooners. This time they take down the Texas A&M Aggies. And there is another view looking back toward the old TVA towers down there, walking right by the orange carpet. So many fans out here, so many kids. A lot of fans out here that were in Omaha that said we drove nonstop through the night and said we cannot miss this out watching the fans.
All right, take a look at this. The back of the truck, you've got Kirby Connell, and he is signing autographs as it's moving. These fans are so excited, and that kind of shows you, too, all season long, the players have taken time to talk to the fans.
I love
They
it.
appreciate it so much.
It is absolutely incredible. Make sure you have your WVLT News App on you as well. You can stream this. We're watching it live right now on WVLT as it is championship parade time in Tennessee. The #1 team in the regular season, the #1 team at the end, the regular season SEC champs, the SEC tournament champs, the regional winners, the super regional winners, and the College World Series champion, Tennessee Volunteers. Parade time. We can't wait to see them up on stage.
You got to just say this really re-energizes or just continues to energize an already really well-performing athletic department. And you have the baseball team winning a national championship. You have the basketball team getting so close, and the football team.
Year after year.
Maybe this is what the Vols needed.
I think so. You needed the baseball team. I mean, Danny White always talks about on Twitter, everything school.
Yeah.
Everything school.
And everything school.
You can't be in everything school if you're not winning also College World Series games and champions and championships, and that's exactly what Tennessee has done. As we continue to wait for the team to move on down. They're moving down Gay Street, and we can't wait for them to be here. Listen to this.
Yeah, you can hear the cheers there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people here. I don't even want to try to guess how many people are in Market Square alone. You take a look at this shot we have from Gay Street, and there are hundreds of people there. We have parades on Gay Street all the time. I've never seen one this packed before.
No, I mean, there's barely enough to move Sterl the Pearl down. He's already out of pom-poms. He's giving those out. Those are long gone at this point. But we've got all Vol stickers if you are going to be down by the WVLT tent, giving those away. But there's another look up the orange carpet. We're going to expect to see Coach Vitello and company meander, scream, run, shout, jump, you name it. They're going to be doing it on the orange carpet.
So you saw that big T that was up on the main stage there of Market Square, and that is where the parade is ending. So when they come down Gay Street, they're going to come around the corner, and then they'll all be on that stage around the T, and then they'll walk through the orange carpet. And, you know, I don't know if you all saw the images from Omaha of the team leaving the hotel to go to Charles Schwab. It was incredible to see. There were so many Vol fans. Take that times 100.
Yes.
And that's what we're seeing here in downtown Knoxville.
Like you said, people in the trees on Market Square.
Yeah, there's a couple guys in the trees over here.
Good vantage point there. I'm surprised they didn't grease up the lamppost, to be quite honest. I hope I didn't put any ideas into anyone's head.
I don't know if they can hear you.
On Gay Street. That's a good idea. That's a good thing. But there we go. Sterl the Pearl leading the way. Tony Vitello not behind very far there in second. I mean, his hand's going to be cramping the amount of autographs that man has already signed about a halfway through the parade.
As he's coming through, there's the guys in the tree. They're just trying to get a good vantage point there. All right, we've got some more. It looks like coaches and players coming through here on this the parade. What a fun time. What a historic moment. This is something that they're going to remember for the rest of their lives. We've got Athletics Director Danny White and Dondi Plowman coming.
Mr. and Miss Tennessee.
Here you can see they just walked in. They've got a huge applause from the crowd.
I mean, the amount, we talked to Dondi, I believe last year or the year before at one of our Big Orange kickoff shows. I believe it was before the Florida game, where we talked to her about, hey, when you and Danny got here, could you imagine just the fervor that has been lit underneath this Big Orange fan base? We know it's always been there. We know the Vol fans will always show up, but just the different feel around there. And she said, oh yeah. Oh yeah. And that was 2 years ago, and look at where we are now with the success of Tennessee basketball, Tennessee football. The future could not be brighter, and Tennessee baseball led by that man right there. I mean, Mr. Tennessee himself, Tony Vitello.
As soon as Danny White was hired, he started making some home run hires, and that really has changed the trajectory of how Tennessee Athletics has done over the past several years. And then you also look at the improvements, and we talked about this a little bit before, but you saw the improvements to Neyland Stadium, but also the improvements now to Lindsey Nelson Stadium, as well as all the other
many improvements.
Yeah, the teams, and that's an experience for the fans, and that is something that fans appreciate as well. Okay, it sounds like we're getting in our ear that the buses are pulling up to Market Square. We can see them behind us, or in front of us. And so we are getting ready. There they are. This is where they will then get out of their cars and walk down the orange carpet.
I'm so excited. I'm just as excited as these 10-year-old kids that want to see Billy Amick here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pumped. I am so pumped. I mean, look at that. This does not look like Market Square in Knoxville, Tennessee. This looks like Times Square.
I can't tell you what it looks like because I can't see anything except for people.
Gay Street right in front of the Embassy Suites. You can see people hanging off the balcony there. Tennessee Theater down the way. Just an absolutely championship shot right there with the theater sign, the Jeeps and the nice cars coming through. What a time to be a Vol. They say it's great to be a Tennessee Volunteer. A pretty great day to be one, I'd say, Casey.
Absolutely. And we don't want to give away too much of the program. We're going to show you that as well, but we know there's going to be some people that you want to hear from. The crowd right next to our tent here, getting a little shout out right here. These are the people right here to our left. They have been here for a few hours now. Really excited to see. You can see the cheerleaders have gotten out of the shopping cart, and they are ready to walk down the orange carpet as well. We're going to show you everyone as they walk through, but guys, the energy really, is that thunderstruck? That really gets you going.
I'm pumped up. I am fired up, just like the Tennessee Volunteers. Look at all the people on Gay Street.
They keep getting closer and closer to the cars on K Street.
I think I told the viewers in our 5 o'clock hour, 4 o'clock hour, come down, have a beverage on the side of the way.
Yeah.
And not the case anymore. There's no more room.
No.
There was room at the restaurants. That is not the case.
It is packed down here. Okay, so what we have here, the cheerleaders, they were at the front of the parade.
They
are now
are
making their way to Market Square. They are out of the shopping cart. And then also the players are going to be right behind them. I think Tony Vitello was the first in that order. So as soon as they get them up there, they're going to walk through here.
There they are. We're gonna we'll take our voices back for just a second and let you watch some of this.
Look
at that drone view. Down on Gay Street, the Tennessee Theater sign shining in the sunshine with the Big Orange Faithful standing by as well.
Here comes Smokey down the orange carpet. Makes sense that he's the first one.
Of course it does. Boy, does Smokey bring the noise with him. The cheerleaders behind him. So many kids out here, so many faithful Big Orange supporters who said, I couldn't miss this for the world. Are you kidding me? I wasn't going to miss this at all. And of course, we're bringing it to you live, your official station of the Vols, your official station of the National Championship. Tennessee Volunteers, WVLT, live streaming, live on WVLT. Harry Sullivan alongside Casey Wheelis. We are thrilled to be bringing you this parade.
We've got two views right now. We've got Gay Street where the players are still coming through in their cars. You can see slowly as the crowd just keeps getting closer and closer to the cars there on Gay Street. And then we've also got the orange carpet. So far, just the cheerleaders have arrived, but they are making their way around. Talk about getting up close and personal with the players. They love it. Look at them. They're signing hats, signing balls, signing T-shirts, anything they can get their hands on. Here comes the Spirit Squad.
It is amazing to be a Tennessee Vol as the cheerleaders, the Spirit team makes their way around down the orange carpet, zooming around to go take their spot either on stage or somewhere right in front of it. There are so many daddy hats here.
Yeah.
I should have bought stock in daddy hats a long time ago. I knew they were big when they got big a couple years ago, and I knew they would make a comeback. That was a big fault on my part.
All right, we see some of
Kind
the
of the
last
last
players
bit coming through.
That means they're going to be coming down this orange carpet soon. We're excited. And a little bit about the program. We're going to hear from, of course, Tony Vitello. We're probably going to hear from Don D and also the athletic director Danny as well. So it's definitely going to be a big celebration here. I think the mayor's here as well.
A lot of dignitaries, maybe foreign and domestic. Who knows? Maybe we got some people from out of state. We had the Minnesota Boys Choir start things off at around 5:30. They sang the national anthem. They sang Rocky Top, the best of the best in boys choir from the Great Lakes state of Minnesota here at Market Square. It was quite something to hear.
Yeah, that is amazing. You can see getting the crowd pumped up there. If I'm one of these drivers, I'm a little nervous, but they're doing a great job.
They're just in drive, just inching forward ever so closely as they move their way down. Another shot at the trophy. What an incredible shot and scene that is. Ticker tape parade. We're just missing the ticker tape coming down from the windows of shops and hotels and restaurants and condos and apartments on Gay Street. As the players, they may be here a little later just for the fact they're going to have to squeeze through everyone.
Do you think any of them got any sleep last night?
No. Probably on the plane ride, maybe?
I don't know a lot of Vol fans that got a lot of sleep last night.
I know some Vol fans that got zero sleep.
Same.
Really?
I live with one.
Oh, interesting. Very interesting.
No, definitely everyone here in Knoxville celebrating the win. And they are showing that championship trophy here on the big screen as they make their way through Gay Street. We're getting closer. We got a little Billy Amick.
Oh, Billy. So many kids. There's about 45 kids to my right that were like, I want to see Billy Amick. That's all I want to see. It's Billy Amick. I said, well, boy, you're in for a treat today because I can promise you he is here and ready to rock. Look at the fans. It's wild. Wild out here, Casey Wheelers.
This has been such a fun day, and the most impressive thing about the Vol fans coming out in these high numbers is also they already have all their national championship gear. They're all decked out already. You know, we talked to some of the businesses in town who were preparing for this. Some of them said, you know, we're already sold out. They expect to sell out by the end of the day if they haven't already. And then some of them are waiting to get those shipments in because it's such a last minute thing. But people, they just want to support. It's historic. People want to remember this day in any way that they can.
We were telling you that they did have merchandise out here. Last I heard, that's still the case. If you were out here at 4 o'clock, you had no wait to get one of your national championship t-shirts. That's not the case anymore, folks. I mean, the amount of people on here, I don't know, we're about 30 feet from one of the sides of Market Square. We can't get there right now, that's for sure, through the wall of people. So good luck there if you're trying to come down here to get some of your championship gear, because I don't think you're going to be in very much luck now.
So you're seeing all these fans, and then you're seeing all the players coming through on these pickup trucks and these Jeeps and these cars, and you want to talk about the biggest player of the game, but how can you when so many of them have to be named when it comes to the success in the College World Series? You've got Christian Moore, who had that home run to kick off the game. You have Blake Burke, who's just an incredible hitter, incredible player at first. And then Aaron Combs, who threw that strike to end the game. And he said at the end of the game, he said, I'm glad I threw it. I wish it was a little prettier, but it got the job done.
That's a strike,
no one
brother.
Is
that
complaining.
thing was a strike.
And then you've got Kirby Connell, who has been a fan favorite. He definitely adds some spirit to the team. I mean, Cal Stark, there's so many big names that you have to just, I can't even remember them all right now.
No, and there's something special to be said about seeing a Farragut kid go up there,
Absolutely.
a Pigeon Forge kid go up there and make this stage their own. We saw Cal Stark make so many big plays. We talked to his dad after the game, and he told our Rick Russo, after game 2 when the Vols came back to win, Cal had that big home run, and he said it completely erased the
Look at
double
Kirby
play
Connell.
he did into.
He's asking
he was
for
able to do that.
something. Look at Kirby Connell. on the
Curly
top
needs a
of-
refill there.
Yeah.
Clean up on aisle 2 with rolly fingers there.
This
Volley
is so
fingers.
fun to watch.
I mean, the amount of fun these guys are having. I mean, that's one thing I would love to talk to one of these players about. Maybe not even today, but in a couple weeks from now, even a couple years. Once the gravity of this has set in about just what this means to them, what this means to Knoxville. I think a lot of these players are still learning that. I'm not saying they didn't know what this was about, but the amount of people that have come out to Gay Street and to Market Square is absolutely incredible. I have not seen anything like this in my time in East Tennessee.
When I first moved to Knoxville over a decade ago, the big thing were the Peyton Manning jerseys and the football jerseys, and that still was a pretty strong hold on this community. But now you're seeing the baseball jerseys, you're seeing the cream jerseys, the pinstripe jerseys.
Hunter Inslee in there, boy did he have a big game. I wonder if he's still sore.
He has to be, right? I wonder if his eye black is still on the field there.
His play at the plate yesterday.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, my goodness. It was like he was Neo from the Matrix diving out of
That was incredible.
the catcher's mitt.
And his helmet came flying off, and you knew he wanted this so badly. And that is the spirit that we've seen from all of these guys all season long, but especially in this College World Series final.
Yeah, even a guy like Hunter, Huntington, Tennessee, where you go, that's what that Vol spirit is all about. We talked about giving your all for Tennessee. We know Hunter Inslee did that. We know Kavaris Tears, KT did the same thing the next night in the outfield.
Celebratory drinks happening here.
For everybody, according to Blake Burke.
Whoever caught that can is going to frame it in a shadow box or maybe try to sell it.
Absolutely love it.
You just love to see these families out here with the kids. And, last night Ted was interviewing so many of the fans that were coming out of the stadium, and a lot of them were kids saying, this is incredible. This is the first championship I've ever seen. And we're like, we've been waiting too.
You bet, buddy.
You're 12, but we've been waiting too, definitely.
And for Tennessee baseball fans, they've been waiting their entire lives for this, of course. Once again, the first College World Series championship for the Tennessee Volunteers. And boy, did they do it in style. The #1 team in the country, the SEC regular season champs, the SEC tournament champs, regional champs, super regional champs, College World Series champions.
It sounds like we've got some of the players here maybe coming up in Market Square, or getting close at least. Got several dozens of cars of just staff and players.
There's Christian Moore. There's
Moore.
Tennessee's all-time home run leader, waving his way through Gay Street. The last team to be the #1 team in the College World Series, make it as the #1 seed. To win it all, you have to go back to 1999. That's when they actually started keeping track of this with the Miami Hurricanes. They did it then. They said it was a curse forever. They talked about it on the broadcast all week long. Can the curse be broken? Christian Moore and company certainly took care of business.
This is just going to be an unforgettable team for this university for years to come. 60 wins. That's impressive enough. And then you take home the national championship.
It's absolutely wild to do that well and to keep it going. And that's one of the things Tony Vitello said is like, look, he's been to Omaha before. He's taken the balls there. It's not easy to win. You need some luck. You need some gusto, some mojo. You need things to fall the right way.
It looks like that's, I'm having a little bit of a hard time seeing, but it looks like that's Seacrest right there coming through, signing autographs, and he was just throwing them to people in the fans, in the crowd. This is fun to watch. You know, they've got the flags, they're getting the crowd pumped up. These players are excited to be back in Knoxville with a national championship. You just gotta love it for these guys.
You do. I do want to remind you, the Vols won the national championship less than 24 hours ago. To get the boys back here, get all this set up, get the stage set up. You'll see more about that coming up in just a little bit once they make it here. But kudos, kudos, kudos. And I will add our team at WVLT to this as well. So the team at Tennessee, to get everything set up, everything ready to go, to have a championship parade and celebration less than 24 hours later, right here on Knoxville's front porch in Market Square.
We talked to Tony Vitello right before the parade kicked off, and Jared Austin asked him, has it set in yet that you won the national championship? And he said, no, it hasn't.
Has he been asleep?
Probably not. But he said, you know, it's just he's here for the fans, he's here for this team, and he's just so excited to see this.
So many guys. I think my favorite part of this team this year, the big mix of youngsters and transfers. You think about guys like Billy Amick transferring, a senior from Clemson. He says, hey, my senior year, I want to make a difference on a team that could lead to a national championship. He did just that, and that's all season long these guys really came to play.
They've been a fun team to watch this year, but they've been a fun team to watch since a lot of these guys have been together for 3 or 4 years now. You heard from so many of them, like Blake Burke and Christian Moore, who talked about when they were at the College World Series before, when they got sent home, they didn't want that to happen again. They pictured this in their minds, and they did what they could to make sure that they got the win this year. Okay, it looks like we got some of the players heading up to the Big T in Market Square.
More cars starting to pull up. You can see there in the distance. I mean, look, the energy, I hope you can feel it back at home. Just the buzz that is out there, the big orange buzz. As here comes Sterl the Pearl down the way. He's going to be the first one we hear from once they move through to kind of get the crowd going, set the stage, get every single person fired up. As here comes some of those Vols. You can hear it behind me. It was about 3:30, 4 o'clock, Casey, when Sterl showed up earlier today.
Yeah.
Sterling Hinton, a former VFL, also DJ Sterl the Pearl. That's how most of us know him as, getting us fired up. There wasn't a ton of people out here. It was still pretty early.
Yeah.
He got on the microphone, and it sounded like it sounds right now with the amount of people screaming, shouting, getting excited.
Yeah, he knows how to get everyone pumped up for sure. I mean, you can see it looks like they're waiting to get most of the team together when they walk down here. And once they all get out of those cars, they're going to come through here, and it's going to be electric.
It is going to be electric. I don't know if SEAL Team 6 helped guide Tony Vitello through the crowd on Gay Street, because that was needed to keep all the ladies off.
Some of the things that you can't see right now that we're seeing, we've got people on roofs,
Oh,
we've got
awesome.
people in windows, we've got people hanging out of windows. I mean, it's just like everywhere. We've got the embassy suite,
The embassy rooftop.
The rooftop, which is what, 20 floors up. It has people up there trying to get a good view of this. I mean, people have come out in droves.
And
wanting to get a view.
the kind of side effect that I didn't think of is now everyone from Gay Street is now coming to Market Square as the parade has finished its route.
I don't know where they're going to go.
I don't know. I hope they join us. We got seats behind us, right?
Come
on down.
Those are reserved. But yeah, here, we're going to show you some
Look
of
at
those
that.
people on the roof. We've got a Tennessee Vol chant happening. I mean, there's so many people that just want to be here to experience this historic moment. I don't blame them.
I know. I don't blame you either. There's DJ Sterl the Pearl, Sterling Hinton. We're going to kind of take a step back once he takes over the mic, simply because you will have no clue what we're saying.
Yeah, it'll be better to hear from him.
I just can't wait to hear what it sounds like when Tony Vitello walks down the orange carpet.
Emotion last night. So our John Sartori talked to him almost immediately after that trophy ceremony, and the emotion you could hear. He talked about his dad and how there were so many times, even when he was playing baseball, that he wanted to quit, but he didn't because of his dad. And then you saw his dad there on the field when he embraced his dad. It was such a special moment for, I think, all of All Nation to see just his connection to family and how special it was. And then you saw the emotion coming from the players too. So many of them with their families who had traveled all the way to Omaha to watch that special moment. So many of them that had been with them the years prior in the College World Series when they didn't make it all the way. I mean, this is just so special for this team.
I completely agree with you, and it's so cool to see that bond between father and son and how much, they talk to each other and follow each other. Tony having to go back to St. Louis, back to Missouri to talk to his dad sometimes to get those words of wisdom, but amazing to see it all come to fruition in Omaha. They got misters up there on the top of the bars here on
wait
Market
a minute.
Square.
I need to find my way
I
up
need
there.
some of that.
It's so hot down here.
Temperature's gone down about 2 degrees since we've been out here, I think.
Yeah.
It feels a little cooler to me, so I'm finally getting a little
We're
sunshade.
like finally in the shade. All right, here comes the team.
Your national championship Tennessee volunteer baseball team and trophy coming on down the orange carpet.
They feel like they're a long way from done to cap it this year. The question is for the Vols, is this the year? The new environment you want temporary, and you gotta need your very best.
One thing we can show is what's going on there. Very similar, and you go in every weekend. It's gonna be a dogfight, so it's the same thing when you get here.
Ball driven in the air towards left, and that ball is gone. Goodbye, he's done it again. Swing in the middle, strike three. That's the ball game.
I've seen a lot of college baseball. This is as complete a baseball team as I have seen in a long time. They came out today and were just electric in the biggest moment of the season.
The Tennessee Volunteers have a date with destiny.
Make some noise! Wait a minute, everybody's attention, please. Everybody's attention. Are you ready to meet our national champion baseball team? Make some noise! Here comes our national champion, World Series champion, Tennessee baseball team! Now it's my pleasure to introduce tonight's MC, John Wilkinson.
My goodness, it seems like just yesterday we were in Omaha. You know, the feels like there yesterday was 112, but I'll tell you what, the feels like here today, 98, don't you think? Great to have you all out here. Great to have the national champions on hand. So why don't we go ahead, get ready to have a fun time, but again, certainly appreciate your support of this incredible group of guys. So why don't we go ahead, first of all, point out that it all started with a title. Tennessee opened the season in Arlington at the home of Major League Baseball's World Series champs. They won that title based on a tiebreaker, so they got one trophy to start the season, and then they got into the year. They came home, they didn't lose another game until it was the SEC opening weekend. They won Friday, they lost Saturday, and then the only time this season they dropped a second straight game. And they learned from it. Tennessee didn't lose another series the rest of the year. 9 straight series in SEC play. 3 times in conference play, they lost game 1, only to come back and win games 2 and 3. And when they got to the championship series, they dropped game 1, only to win games 2 and 3. Of course, it was a newly expanded Lindsey Nelson Stadium, record crowd, so congratulate yourselves on the support of this incredible team. And then it was also something to see them go 40-4 as they literally protected their home turf. A school record 60 wins, an SEC record 60 wins. So there is a lot to celebrate for the team that won the regular season title, the SEC tournament title, and the national championship. So why don't we get right to it? And of course, a very special announcement, so let's welcome onto the stage Knoxville Mayor India Kincannon.
All right, everybody, welcome home, national champions. Woo! I'm India Kincannon, mayor of the best college sports town in America, Knoxville, Tennessee. And today, I'm here to proclaim on behalf of the people of Knoxville and on behalf of our entire state that this is an awesome day for our community. So whereas during this series, the Vols outfielders proved they would run through the wall for Tennessee. And whereas Tennessee baseball goes down in the record books with only the 2nd cycle in College World Series history. Where's Christian Moore? And whereas Coach Tony Vitello, where's Coach? Coach Tony Vitello, you and your players have broken the curse of being the #1 seed. And whereas the Big Orange Baseballs made history as national champions, bringing our community together under one chant, I said it's great to be a Tennessee Vol. I said it's great to be a Tennessee Vol. That's right. And so I declare, as mayor of Knoxville, that today, June 25th, 2024, is Tennessee Volunteers Baseball Day, and we all should celebrate. You make us proud. Thank you, John.
That's how you make a proclamation. Why don't we continue, and let's bring up onto the stage Tennessee Vice Chancellor and Director of Athletics, Danny White. A banner year continues for the University of Tennessee.
I didn't get to talk to y'all on the field. Congrats, fellas. That was unbelievable. Holy cow. How about this baseball team? I take it y'all are pretty excited about Tennessee baseball? We are here in America's college sports city, building the very best athletic department in America. These guys are spearheading it. We needed to get that first national championship off our back as we restore this iconic brand of UT and Tennessee athletics. They got through for us, and we're so proud and so excited of the platform that gives us. So I want y'all to show them how proud you are. I want the bricks to fall off these buildings. Let me hear y'all. Go Vols! One more time, go Vols! We have the best baseball coach in the country. Tony, what you've done with this program is unbelievable. Unbelievable. We've worked together for 3.5 years now. I've been a part of 4 baseball seasons. I think it's probably the best 4-year run in the history of college baseball. The good news, the exciting part, the most exciting part, we're sitting here celebrating a national championship, and the best is yet to come. The best is yet to come for Tennessee baseball. The best is yet to come for Tennessee athletics. Our future is so bright, it's incredible. Our fan base is the best in the country. You guys are the engine that gives us this huge opportunity to do really, really special things. We have 20 sports, 11 of them finished in the top 10 in the country this year. 11 of them. We just won our 3rd straight SEC All Sports Cup. It'll be announced tomorrow. We'll finish number 3 in the nation for the All Sports Cup nationally. With only 20 sports, we're competing against athletic departments that have over 30 sports. What our student athletes are doing day in and day out is unbelievable. This baseball team is a great representation of it. We have 670 serious-minded student athletes, men and women, that come to our campus every single day. And they're competing on the field, they're competing in the court, they're competing in the classroom. At a time that we've had our best 3-year run ever competitively, we've had our highest marks in the classroom ever. There's a correlation with academic and athletic success and big-time student athletes that represent this first-class university and the state of Tennessee, and they do it with pride and they do it with class. And I couldn't be more proud to be their athletics director and to represent them, and I couldn't be more proud of the way that they represent all of you. Athletics and college athletics at the highest level can be a major marketing arm for a university. We all get the opportunity here in Knoxville as alumni, as fans, as people in our community to represent the flagship university of this state. I am so fortunate, I think, to have the best boss in the country. We have the best chancellor in higher education in the country leading the charge. Athletics and what we're doing across the university go hand in hand. We can do some really special things across our community, across the state of Tennessee, and for our entire university. It's going to be a lot of fun here on Rocky Top. It's my honor to introduce our chancellor, your chancellor, my boss, Dr. Dondi Plowman.
What a great day this is. You guys, thank you, thank you, thank you. We wanted this for you. Everybody in the state was watching everything you were doing in Omaha. I was up there for 2 games. Tony, I watched with your mom and sister 2 games. I had to come back for a meeting, board of trustees last night. We put screens everywhere. I've seen these trustees, I didn't even know if they knew what baseball was. They were jumping and screaming and dancing. We had a great time. What you guys have done for us is what Danny said and so much more. There are a lot of little kids watching you. All the time you was there, and we saw you stop after games where you're probably tired, you're frustrated. We saw you give signatures. We saw you talking to kids. That means so much. This is the way you are. You know, 3 years ago, we needed a new athletic director. I guess some of you heard about that 3.5 years ago. And when I met Danny White, he said, we're going to win championships. What he didn't know was Tony Vitello was already on the road towards that. Tony, thank you for everything that you've done. Tony Vitello. So happy for you. What I love about what Tony was saying on TV and after the games was it's how we go about our business. And all of us learn from that. You can see you guys on the field, getting on and off the buses, how much you care for one another, and that makes a big difference, and it teaches all the rest of us. I want to thank the mayor's office, the city councils here, everybody who helped set this up. Thank you. Let's hear one more round. Go Vols. And the last thing I want to share is that in our state capitol, it will be lit up orange tonight and all throughout the weekend for what you guys did for us. Thank you, and go Vols!
All right. A little bit more about the season this year. There was some record-setting performances. We mentioned the total wins. We mentioned things along those lines. But prior to this season, Tennessee baseball had had 6 total players hit 20 or more home runs in a single season. This year, Tennessee had 5 players on the roster get north of 20, 1 more than 30. One team had 4 back in 1997, but there's only one squad that has had 5 account for more than 100 home runs between them. So let's hear it for the 865 Bomb Squad. So, of course, Tennessee coming off of its first ever College World Series championship. So why don't we go ahead and get a look at some of the highlights from this last week and a half in Omaha.
Tennessee is headed to the finals of the College World Series.
What a season it has been for the #1 team in the tournament.
And I don't think our mindset's changed throughout the whole season, and that's just to take it one game at a time. You know, we believe in each other day in, day out. My brother has my back at all costs. And we know that, you know, all we have to do is that next task and just want to fight. You know, it's a battle.
It's really remarkable the depth of power that this team has. It's just so dangerous on offense.
These guys can flat out mash.
And God! They're better positioned with their pitching.
Swing and a miss, strike 3!
And the defense.
The throw, the tag, they got it.
We're in a good position to play our brand of baseball. You just got to keep fighting.
Pitch line in the air, base hit for the big orange. Makes the catch. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
This is a team you just can't count out.
Tennessee walks it off.
This is Tennessee baseball.
Indeed. Why don't we go ahead and bring up the head coach of the Tennessee Volunteers, 7 seasons now, as the leader of the Big Orange, Tony Vitello. Very nice. Now, before we get started, we do have a little surprise for Coach, so why don't we go ahead and watch the screen here.
Let's go, Tennessee Vols, 2024 national champs, baby. As the GOAT once said, the Vols aren't coming anymore. The Vols are here, and we ain't going anywhere.
2024 national champions, Tennessee Volunteers. That sounds so sweet to say. We truly felt like we were in the fight with you guys because you were just so easy to root for. Congratulations, national champions. So awesome. Cheers.
2024 national champions, Tennessee Volunteers. Guys, you've earned this. Go enjoy it, celebrate it. You brought the trophy back to Knoxville, Tennessee. Go Vols.
There are no words to describe how proud I am of the players, the staff, the entire organization. Congratulations, no one deserves it more. It is an honor. Celebrate and go Vols.
You guys did it. You won the whole thing. Congrats, you guys deserve it. You worked hard for this opportunity. You never backed down from any task. It was really special watching you guys this year. And one more thing, you got to fight for your right to party.
What's up, boys? Congratulations. I hope you guys are enjoying the hell out of this. You guys earned it. You made a bunch of people extremely proud this year. And I know you probably don't want to be listening to me, so go Vols and live it up tonight.
What's going on, guys? I just want to say congratulations for winning national championship. To the coaches, you guys have worked tremendously hard over the years, and if anybody deserves this, it's you guys. So congratulations and enjoy the night tonight.
2024 national champions, man. How cool is that, Coach V? You know, you're the man, dude. Like, I don't know what to say. There are a handful of people that know how hard you've worked. And I mean, truly, like, nobody knows. You've put in so many hours to this, and you know, I couldn't be any prouder to say that I've played for you. It's pretty cool, man. I'm just so happy for you, and you know, this is just the beginning for you.
I want to give a huge congratulations to Coach V and the Tennessee Vols for bringing back a national championship. Boys, congrats again. Make sure you celebrate this one because you guys truly earned it. Go Vols, baby.
Congrats, boys, on winning a national championship. You've cemented yourself in history as a Tennessee Vol. and we can't be more proud of you for that.
What's up, guys? It's Ruck. I just want to give a huge congratulations to you guys, man. You guys have no idea how much it means to us and all the guys who played before you. Just our mantra is just to leave it better than we found it, and you guys have certainly lived up to that. I just love you guys. Go Vols. Congrats.
What's up, boys? Just want to say congratulations on winning a national championship. Being around you guys in the fall and watching the way that you guys went about your business and the way that you guys kind of surrounded each other. It's I knew it was going to be a special team. I hope y'all enjoy the night, and love you guys.
Congrats to all the fellas and the staff on winning it all this year, man. It's extremely hard to make it to Omaha, and it's even harder to win it. For you guys to do what you're doing, it's so much fun to watch, and it's so much fun to be a Tennessee fan right now. So congratulations to everybody. And I look forward to seeing all you guys real soon.
I just want to send a huge congratulations to all you guys, the coaching staff, the players, the support staff. Proud is an understatement. I mean, I'm just proud to be part of the Vol baseball family and proud of all you guys for all the hard work that you put in.
How about that?
Awesome. That's my favorite thing in the world right there. It's awesome.
Boy, I'll tell you what, it's something because when you look at the journey that this program's been on for 7 full seasons now, it starts with building blocks, and as Jake Rucker said, leave it better than you found it. And you've had class upon class upon class that has done exactly that. What's it like to have the accomplishment this season represent all of that effort?
It's definitely a building up, and it included the fans. Holy hell, there's a lot of people on the streets tonight. Thank you for coming out for sure. I don't know what's more hot, this side of the stage or wearing black jerseys yesterday when it's 108 degrees, but it all worked out for us.
That it did. What's it like to bring back the hardware? I mean, just to see accomplishment.
It's phenomenal, and I hate to single out one person because this state is unquestionably about unity. This university is about unity. Knoxville is about unity, and the best representation I've ever seen in my life of unity is the group that's on this stage right now. For sure. And I hate to single out one guy, but you know, it's kind of funny. One of the guys that's been a mainstay of the program, Mr. Simo, awards too. Best mustache in all of college baseball. First pitcher ever in the College World Series final to balk over a runner and laugh about it. First player ever to represent or show homage to basketball with a Euro step and football with a helmet spike by Hunter Ensley with his slide. Best lookalike of football coach at first. Best tweet I've ever seen on a strength coach. If you saw that, I should probably stop at that. It probably gets a little controversial. Gosh dang, I wish I coached pro sports and didn't have to coach young men because I would say and do a lot of other things tonight. But we'll move on to John's next question.
You were doing just fine. Okay. When you look at this team, of course, you start, as I mentioned, on the road, Arlington, Texas, Major League Park, wonderful experience. You come out of that weekend 2-1, you come home, you just take care of everything else up until conference play. What was it like to watch this team take the steps that it did while dealing with some adversity? I mean, you had to move some pieces around in the starting rotation. You, of course, were looking at who fits where in the lineup. What was it like to watch this team come together and work towards this incredible goal?
It started in the fall, and it did not stop. In the 2020 team, even 19, Ricky was a part of it. There was a huge buildup, like I said, of fans and players. But it started in the fall when these guys decided they were going to be good to each other. And because of their camaraderie and their chemistry, really good players, and trust me, we got a lot of talent up here, really good players became great players because they wanted to help each other out and they competed for each other. And that's how that thing went down. There had to be some teams and fans of other teams saying it doesn't make sense. How did they win that game? Looking at some of those plays, I don't really understand it. I don't know if we made the right decisions or not. But you know what? When you're all in it for each other, it seems to work out. And it definitely worked out for this group right here.
Well, yeah, let them know. You watch the team fight to the finish. As long as there's a chance, a foot in the door, they're going to take advantage of every opportunity they have. From your vantage point, what was it like to watch just the uphill climb that first game against Florida State turned out to be?
It was an oddly comforting feeling. Doing mound visits, you guys were acting different than any team. There was a calm and a confidence and a fight there that's pretty hard to replicate. Never seen it before. You know, and as I believe Fergie said, or Trey, or they all used to say, they taught you young bucks, you got to fight for your right to party. And these guys have earned that right. And if you all are going to party tonight or celebrate, make sure you be safe and make sure you get your money's worth.
Of course, great turnout today, unbelievable support, and the same was true in Omaha. A lot of those folks haven't made it back yet, but what was it like just to see that tunnel form one day to the next as you guys played 6 games in the College World Series and you had support that just grew and grew each day out?
It's remarkable, and you know, Danny speaking to it, what's trying to be built here is build off a great tradition that was already there and make it even better. And people are taking part in doing that. So I mentioned the word unity, and it's a give and trade between fans and donors and alumni and administration. And all I would ever ask is, you remember it, whether you're at the football game or we're down 7-0 or softball or women's soccer, whatever it is, make the decision. You're either a Vol or you're not, through thick and thin, Vol or not.
One more for you. After the last out was recorded last night, what was it like to celebrate with everybody either wearing orange and white or black jerseys last night? Your dad, what was it like to just be able to go crazy?
It was, first of all, I went brain dead, so I don't really know how it went. The ice bath woke me up a little bit, so thank you, fellas. But I was so thankful that I was able to hug my mom and dad on that field. You certainly need to be appreciative of the people that got you here, players, also people, a lot of youngsters out here. And so just to be able to show appreciation was awesome. And I'm glad Peyton didn't fall over when I jumped into his arms. So that worked out all right, too.
So it was year number 7, lucky number 7, and it proved that Omaha, the third time, was the charm. Ladies and gentlemen, Tennessee coach Tony Vitello.
Thank you all. Thank you so much. Somebody get Sterl a frickin' sponsorship from Red Bull.
Why don't we catch up with a couple of the guys, take just a couple minutes here, and why don't we start first with the pride of Huntington, Tennessee, literally left his mark on Charles Schwab Field, Hunter Ensley. What do you think of the crowd, Hunter?
Pretty incredible. Grew up in this state, so really excited to see all the
get your own trophy, as this team that no Tennessee team had done before.
Yeah, I said, last night that being around this group in the fall, you knew it was going to be a special team. Just a lot of great different personalities on this team, and really grateful to be a part of it and be a part of all these guys' journeys. There's going to be a lot of guys go play pro ball. They're going to do grateful to play a part in their journey.
Let's go to the North Carolina game, top of the second. Cleanup hitter up. He lets go a drive. Take us through what happened from that point on.
Yeah, we can first blame Cal Stark on the pitch call. It all started with that. I think it was an 0-2 count. The wind was blowing out to left center. It was a lefty up, so he hit it pretty good. I knew he got it good enough, but I was at full speed, and I knew I was eventually going to run into a wall. Dylan's pretty quiet over there in left field, so he doesn't really ever let me know when I get close to the wall. So I just basically said, F it, let's do it.
That you did. What was it like in terms of just seeing the reaction to that? As far as some that were changing it, it's like, I will run through a wall for Tennessee as opposed to give my all.
Yeah, I didn't think it was anything too crazy until I got home and, got lost in the social media world for a few hours. But, yeah, it was pretty cool. It's something I definitely pride myself in, and definitely something, I like to tell all the outfielders is big for the team is if a ball is hit up in the air and it doesn't go over the fence, it needs to be an out, and if not, we'll die trying.
We got to see it every game, and that was as soon as Tennessee took the field again, they would show your eye black, which is still there on that pad.
Yeah, it only took me 2 games to get back out there, so that was something I definitely went for and looked at. But it was pretty cool. Maybe we can paint a little eye black over in left center field in Lindsey Nelson Stadium. We'll get with Coach V about that.
Absolutely. And just give us your perspective. What was it like to just finish the drill, take care of business, get the job done, and win a national championship last night?
Yeah, we've been so close. I'm a Tennessee guy. I grew up watching this program. Huge, on Saturdays growing up, I'm watching Tennessee football. Yeah, we've been so close the last few years, so really just grateful to be a part of it. The foundation was laid by these group of guys back here. Coach Vitello was the one who built it, and then everybody else, I could talk about all of them for hours, even Q. But yeah, it's been great. Glad we could finally get it done for Coach Vitello and, all these Tennessee fans out here.
Let's hear it for Hunter Ensley.
Thank you, guys.
And now let's bring up SEMO, Christian Moore. Your thoughts on the reception tonight and what it's like to be back in Knoxville with trophy in tow.
Honestly, this is a great turnout. You guys always surprise me with what you do. So thank you guys for coming out tonight. It means everything to us that you guys can be here for us. And, we fought hard for you guys out in Omaha.
Certainly did. And, of course, you came to Knoxville from Brooklyn. How was it that Tennessee became the place for you?
Really, I really didn't know Tennessee was a thing during my recruiting process. So when I came down here and toured, it was definitely, a beautiful place. And I'm so glad I chose this school and Coach V, had a dream in me.
You put in a ton of hard work in terms of working from your freshman to your sophomore season to this year. What has it been like to see the hard work pay off with just, as some would say, video game numbers?
I definitely...
I think you're good to go.
Definitely just over the course of my 3 years, just trying to develop into a leader and just to help this team, win a national championship, and understanding that, it's a bunch of college guys, and, we all need to pull kind of on that same string. So understanding that, if I, lead by example, the younger guys will follow.
In terms of what you have accomplished and so many of your teammates, what has it been like to have a hand in rewriting so many team and individual records?
I think my freshman year, it was just insane because I didn't know anything about it. Just having that year and then doing it again this year, I never thought that we couldn't do it again and, break records because, this program and the guys we have here, everyone's so talented. And like I said, when we pull on the same string, good things can happen.
As it was mentioned earlier, you came up with the first cycle ever at Charles Schwab Field, just the second to get single, double, triple home run in a College World Series game. Last time it happened was 1956, and of course, it's that opening game against Florida State not going so well for the Vols after the third inning. Just take us through that night in terms of what the goal was in terms of each time you walked to the plate.
Really, I just, to lead off the game there, I'm trying to set the tone. You know, they hit a home run early, so, you know, I'm trying to get back. You know, I'm not trying to hit a homer. It would have been cool, but just definitely trying to get on base and put a good swing on it and hit the triple. And then from there, I knew I was, you know, I was locked in. And really just trying to win and do everything to get on base for, you know, Burke, Billy, you know, guys behind me. And, you know, I guess I hit that homer, and then, you know, you saw Hunt kind of tell me that I hit the cycle, and I didn't believe it. And then, you know, obviously we were still losing, so I had to lock back in. But it was definitely a really cool moment.
And then you have the rally. I mean, from your perspective, what is it like to just watch the team come together in the fact that one guy has the next guy's back? There's trust, whether the guy's in front of you or the guy behind you. How cool is it that you've got everybody that's just going to apply more steam until the last out is recorded?
Right. I mean, we always talk about it. You know, we're always one inning away, you know, one swing away. So we know if we keep applying pressure and pressure and pressure, you know, we're going to score. And that's kind of what happened right there. You know, KC kind of let it off, and then the train just kept going. And
then, again, you're on the field. You see the swing and a miss, strike three, out three, championship won. How cool was it to celebrate in Omaha?
I mean, that feeling of joy, you know, I'll probably never get again. You know, just being able to, you know, hug my brothers and to be in that moment, you know, it's definitely, you know, a beautiful moment. And, you know, I'm so glad I got to do it, you know, with this group of guys.
All right. Let's hear it for Christian Moore. There's no way we could bring up these guys individually, so welcome up here left-hander Xander Sechrist, as well as left-hander Volley Fingers. Come on, Kirby Connell.
You're older. You can sit down.
Nice of you to respect the elders.
I respect the elders around here.
So, the fact that it's been, you guys, you're not seen one without the other. Take us through the fact that it's now 4 years together, and this is the result.
All right, we'll let the elders go first.
No, it's awesome. To be able to be a part of this program for the last 5 years and, you know, get to spend 4 years with my best friend it's been truly amazing. And, you know, thanks to everybody who was up here on the stage because we couldn't have done it without him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, this guy's my brother, a little mentor when I was a youngin'. A little miscommunication with throwing partners. That's how we became best friends. But it's not just about this friendship. It's about the friendship that I've created over 4 years here. And obviously, to get to Omaha 3 times is just a blessing. And finally, to finish it up in 24 is awesome.
Remarkable seasons for both of you. Kirby led the team in appearances. You, of course, so strong down the stretch, really settled in that spot, that third spot in the rotation. So why don't we start first with you, Xander. What was it like to see the gains that Kirby made, whether it was velocity, just the fact that he was available in so many games? He pitched in every game out in the College World Series.
Yeah, this guy's got a rubber arm. I mean, he's unbelievable. I don't know how he does it. He just goes to sleep after the game, so I don't really know what he does mentally, but he just goes to sleep. And I knew he was going to get the job done. I know we're not guys that throw like Nate Snead over here 100 and Marcus Phillips, 98. I mean, we're not those guys. We're just here to spot up and just get dudes out as quick as possible. And when I came out and Snead came in and then Kirby came in, I knew the job was going to get done.
Kirby, from your vantage point, to see Xander do what he did, especially over his last 6 starts, there was something significant on the line every time he took the mound for the last month and a half, and he really cashed in for Tennessee.
Yeah, I think it shows just, how much trust we had in this guy. For him to go out and throw in all the key moments and elimination games that we were in, for him to go out and throw like he did, it's just truly amazing to watch, and I'm glad I got to be a part of it.
Of course, it was big. Everything was on the line for Tennessee last time you guys played at Lindsey Nelson Stadium, and that was the last game of the Super Regional. Evansville had won Game 2. You get to start, Xander, and you both wind up making your final appearance at home in that game. Why don't you take us through yours first? What was it like to, one, just shut the door on the Purple Aces and then get that exit where number 35 was the first to meet you?
Well, it's just kind of emotional roller coaster there. I knew I came out after 6, and I knew I had a lot of pitches, and I respectfully went up to Coach V and I said one more, but there may have been a miscommunication of one more inning or one more batter. But I just wanted one more batter because I felt like, personally, I just wanted to walk off that mound, especially in front of the raucous crowd we had. I mean, that environment was the most electric I think I've ever been in. And just to walk out and then see this man first, it's enough to make a grown man cry there. But I didn't shed a tear until you came out and I met you.
Yeah, I didn't think I was going to throw that game. And then Coach V sends me down in the 8th and then tells me to start playing catch for the 9th. And I was like, okay, at least I know I'll at least get one batter. So I got the guy out, and I look up, and Coach V's walking out, and I'm like, this is it. This is the last time I'll walk off Lindsey Nelson Stadium. And, to be able to do it in front of everybody there to support us was awesome. And then, the first guy that I see is Xander. So I just truly loved it.
Did you ever share with Coach V that you wanted to ask about you being the one to go out and take him out of the game?
Yeah, me and Chuck discussed it, and Cal. We wanted to go out, a little Andy Pettit and, Derek Jeter, a little, hey, we want the lefty. But, you were too locked in on the game, and I understand, so maybe next year. Supposedly, I think NCAA is going to give us another year.
Oh, really?
No.
And to have been here, both of you, as long as you have, 5th year for you, 4th year for you, what has it been like just to watch, this team make the advancement that it has, the progress one year to the next, and, of course, building the stadium. If you build it, they will come. And, boy, they came in record numbers this year.
Yeah, it speaks to what this coaching staff has done, especially with Coach E recruiting, Coach Q in the weight room, and Coach V at the helm, and Coach A as a pitching coach. I mean, just tells you what they've done. And obviously, a lot of people know the history of Tennessee baseball. We haven't been relevant since '05 before Coach V got here. So in 19 they make a regional. But the cool thing about it is, Kirby and I and a lot of other kids up here too committed before Tennessee was like, this nationally ranked team, national all this, national all that. So I think it speaks to the culture that we've built here, and I can't thank the coaching staff and Coach V enough.
Yeah, when I first came here, they made it to a regional, and our next task was, try to get to a super regional, try to get to Omaha, and, end up making it in 21, and then finally got to this year, and a bunch of different personalities up here on the stage. So it took a lot for us to, come up with one goal, and our goal was to walk home champions, and that's what we did.
Tell you what, it was perhaps as exciting a part of last night's postgame as anyone saw. Did you guys diagram how you were going to get the cooler and douse the coach?
We did.
We did.
I said, you want to go grab the cooler. You want to go grab the cooler because it's perfect. He was getting interviewed, and I was like, you want to go grab the cooler? We were like, yeah.
Not going to lie, Q, we did have to grab the lightest one.
Yeah, we did.
And what was it like to, pull that off, as well as get to enjoy everything since that last strike was recorded last night?
Just everything you dream of as a kid, playing in Omaha. I mean, all these players up here are, they just want to get to Omaha. It was good to see Bargo go back home and in front of his home crowd there. So just for him to win it there is special, and in front of these group of guys right here and in front of all the fans that were able to go, and then the millions and millions of watching on TV is just unreal.
Kirby?
Yeah, it was an awesome experience just to go out there and win the thing. But it was just awesome to be up here with all these guys. It took every single one of us to go out there and win, and took all the support from everybody here and everybody that went all the way out to Omaha and all the people that were watching.
Let's hear it for Kirby Connell, Xander Seacrest. Let's bring up one more, and we'll go with right-hander Drew Beam.
Thanks, Kirby. Oh, it's a lot cooler right here.
Yeah, the shade caught us.
Shade's a lot better.
Best to go last in that instance. So, as you got on the plane today, you were the one that was the shepherd of the trophy. What's it been like to carry that around?
It's been awesome. It's what you dream of as a kid. I went to Omaha as a little kid and just watched, and wasn't really a fan of any of the teams there. I was just, there to be, a little kid at a baseball game, and now, got to take it on the fly on the bus and just carry it around. Got to enjoy it on the field last night, and it's just such a surreal feeling.
You were a big part of the team in 2022 that was number one for the majority of the season. Part of last year's squad that rallied from a tough start and made it back to the College World Series. What was it like to just see this program take the step that it did with everybody working in the same direction?
It wouldn't be possible without those teams before us. They kind of set the road for us to get here. They laid the culture. They, taught me things. Guys like Redmond Walsh and stuff just took me in under their wing my freshman year, and I hope I've been able to pass that on to some of these younger guys and just give some experience. So when we went there this year, it was just a lot easier, and we got to bring that thing home.
You've been steady Eddie. You've been the consistent spot in the rotation all 3 years, your time in the orange and white. What has it been like to just have that role, whether it be somebody who was trying to close out a series win on a Sunday or maybe a bounce-back performance on a Saturday?
It's been awesome. Coach V, I don't know where he's at, right there, he gave me an opportunity to come play baseball in the SEC and then gave me an opportunity to be a weekend starter. And, whatever he told me I was going to do, I trusted him with that, and we ran with it, and it's worked out pretty well for us, and I'm very grateful for that.
Last year, you got to make your first start in the College World Series. This year, you got to make two. What was it like to go out and deal the way you dealt against Carolina and against A&M?
Last year, first time there, it's crazy, so many fans. Then this year, it was just a lot more easy. I got up there, and I just got to really enjoy it a lot more. And this team had my back, put some runs up for me, and we got to win some games. So it's so cool being in that environment. But I love being back here in Lindsey Nelson, and I'll forever miss playing there.
And then just like Kirby and Xander, you had your moment, whereas the last time you walked off the mound in Knoxville. But what was it like when you get to Sunday, as Tennessee's in a position to rally, win the game, and force last night's contest? What was it like the last time you walked off the mound wearing a Tennessee jersey?
I was just happy. I had a smile on my face. V came out, and I was ready to go. I gave the ball off the cones, and he took care of business in his way, and it was just, I had no regrets coming off that mound.
When you look at how this team, top to bottom, whether it be at the plate, in the field, or on the mound, how enjoyable has it to see that when called upon, everybody's delivered?
It's been cool. There's been a lot of people asked to do it, a lot of different roles, and whether it was a KT jumping over to center field, Kid Zinsley ran into a wall and injured himself, and then KT making an amazing play, or guys getting different roles in the bullpen or in starting roles. It's been really cool that everyone's just filled the role that they were asked to, and that's what led us to this place.
And it's without question, Tennessee, like every one of these volunteers, it's been a very special place. What's it meant to you to be from the state as well and come here and help a team do something it had never done before?
Grew up bleeding orange, Tennessee fan, watched football every Saturday with my dad, and now, I got to be a part of this for 3 years, so it's been super cool, especially being the first baseball team to bring home a national championship. I wasn't born yet when we won football in '98, so it's been really cool to bring a championship home, and then we'll see football do it this fall.
Well said. Let's hear it for Drew Beam.
Go Vols.
Another round of applause for Xander and Kirby, Simo, Hunter Ensley, and your Tennessee Volunteers. Special team, incredible season. So why don't we go ahead and take one more look back at the last couple of weeks in Omaha.
Hunter Ensley bolts back on the move. Whoa! Makes the catch!
And that ball is gone! He's going to come home. There's the tag! And the runner is out!
More rockets, one toward the gap in right center field. 95 coming in, 110 going out. On the move, and hangs on!
Back-to-back strikeouts for Drew Beam. Christian Moore has hit for the cycle in the College World Series.
The second in men's College World Series history. The throw, the tag, they got him. Back toward the wall.
Ground ball to first, thrown by Burt. He'll throw to second, the tag applied.
Just like that, the inning's over.
Tennessee down to its last strike. Line into left field for a base hit. Down into the corner it goes. Pitch line in the air towards center field. That ball's gonna get down. Dylan Dreiling has done it. The comeback is complete. And Tennessee walks it off. 4 runs in the bottom of the ninth. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike three. Kirby Connell puts out the fire.
Tears. Oh, did he make the play? He did it again.
Lifted in the air towards right, going back is Laviolette. James Sackstad. Dylan Dreiling has come through for the Big Horn. And he's safe. He avoided the tag. He avoided the tag for the third straight game. Dylan Dreiling has delivered for Tennessee. The pitch. That's the ball game. How about that? Tennessee, the climb is complete.
Anything else you want to say, Coach?
Oh, I just want to say, am I hot?
There you go.
I just want to say, as we send off Billy and this team, I just would like a fresh reminder on what it's like when Billy comes up to bat. Maybe Stom, you could lead us?
Now everybody, have you heard? If you're in the game, well then the stroke's the word. Don't take no rhythm, don't take no style. Got a thirst for killing, grab your body.
We sure do appreciate you coming out. Thanks for your support of this team, start to finish. So one more time, let's give it up for the 2024 College World Series champion, your Tennessee Volunteers.
Champions. I said there wasn't going to be any ticker tape, but boy was I wrong.
Oh,
Banners,
yeah.
Fireworks, the whole kit and caboodle out here. Harry Sullivan and Casey Willis alongside you. Thank you for watching along. What a day it's been on Market Square and here in East Tennessee, Casey.
What an exciting day for not only Knoxville, the University of Tennessee, but for these players. You saw them all up there and you got to hear from each of them about just what the season meant to them.
I loved it. I loved having the players up there, hearing from them and how important it was to get the job done. To get the job done for the players that filmed stuff with Tony Vitello.
It's raining confetti. I think I just swallowed some.
Well, I don't know what's coming down.
Sorry.
Just everything is coming down. Oh, I got a pom-pom over my head. Pom-poms raining down along with the ticker tape, but just like to see the video of the past players sitting stuff to Coach Vitello, but Tony V going, this is the team that stuck together. This is the team that did what they needed to do to be national champions.
And you can see the team is now leaving their way, but this crowd is not going anywhere.
No.
It was a packed house. You couldn't know there were so many fans here on Market Square.
The parade through Gay Street was something to behold, and the parade out of Market Square is much the same. The amount of people that are here, I don't know how long it's going to take us to get home. I don't know how long it's going to take me to get to the end of Market Square.
Yeah, there are so many people here. It just shows you how much this means to not just Tennessee, but this entire community. Ball fans started coming out here probably around 2, 3 o'clock. They started packing Market Square with their just ball spirit. They already had their national championship gear. They were already ready to go to welcome this team home.
Yes, the amount of people that have been on Market Square, the amount of people that have bought swag, the amount of people that have done everything is truly incredible. And the amount of people, I would like to know what the guesstimate is of the people on Gay Street and Market Square, because it is a heck of a lot of
Yeah, we were just right here in our little corner, so we couldn't really see too far out, but you could see it just stopped where the Vol fans were. So I'm looking forward to seeing some of those other images that we were showing you from our drone to see just how many people were here.
The amount of kids up here, and it's one of the things Donnie Plowman talked about, but the amount of kids that are out here that we saw out at 2 o'clock that have just been absolutely dying to see some of these players. And I love the fact that they talked about the players and the way they treated kids, the way they carried themselves throughout. Truly worthy champions that have gone above and beyond for Vol Nation and for East Tennessee.
I loved hearing from all the players up there when they interviewed them individually, and I think the overreaching message was that they all, and Tony Vitello said this, in the fall they decided to play for each other, and they decided to become a team, and they decided to become a family. And I think that's what kind of made a difference. You talk about how teams need a little bit of magic when it comes to the College World Series. That team made their own magic.
Yeah, it was absolutely magical. And here's another view of just what's going down on Market Square.
Yeah.
I don't think people are leaving anytime soon, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. The only shame in all this is that it's a Tuesday.
I know.
I got to go to work tomorrow.
What day of the week is it? Yeah.
I don't know.
We all, like late night last night, I know so many Vol fans were celebrating last night into today, and you could tell that those fans, if you saw them coming down Gay Street on the backs of those pickup trucks, they were ready to celebrate.
They were so ready to go. Tony Vitello, I don't think he's gone to sleep. We have not confirmed
I know, we've not confirmed
that with Vitello and the Vitello clan, but I don't think he's gone to bed. If he did, it was a quick nap on the plane. But to see him, to see the support, the smile still ear to ear on his face, holding that national championship trophy, very special to see.
You did hear that they officially did make it Tennessee Baseball Day today in honor of the national championship. And I think this really is a testament to where Tony Vitello has taken this team, where he's taken this community, and I think we've only got mountains to climb from here.
Yes, what a weight lifted off the shoulders of the Big Orange faithful, of Tony Vitello, and the rest of the baseball fans and the baseballs themselves. So many guys that we're not going to see next year. It was special to see them. I was talking about with you. I said I didn't want to bring this up, but the guys, Billy, Christian Moore, guys that are off to go to a very bigger stage than the one we saw, but so cool to see them here one last time.
It will be fun to watch them on a bigger stage, and we know they'll take what they learned here, and they're going to be so successful at that next level.
I agree.
We're so excited for this team, and just thank you so much for allowing us to bring you along on this trip, and go Vols!
Go Vols! Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for us. Casey Wheelis, Harry Sullivan, what a pleasure it's been. The Baseballs are national champions.